chasing
Kyle
this
so
life
much.
stealer. Oh, Insane is going to false promise himself. He's going to live a long time.
Lifestealer going to die.
Top going to go down. Kuroki on the bottom side of the fight goes down as well. Weeha's going to just try to hide in the trees, but they might have a detection. Any detection, Insania?
Oh,
nice sentry directly on top of the Templar assassin.
Oh, Insania read him so hard. I guess they assumed that maybe he would be caught or something. I'm surprised they bothered with the scent.
That was.
I thought it was the next level juke, dude.
Just on top of the hero. That he knew exactly where he was.
That was crazy, dude. Weeha's like, dude, I'm gonna be on Reddit later. And he's like, oh no.
That the Dark Willow kind of went on the bottom side of the fight and was controlling the supports in it.
Okay.
And the TA spent 5 or 6 seconds trying to kill this Oracle, and then he got Fate's Edict, so he popped his BKB, and then the Oracle just ulted himself.
Yeah, and started pumping heals out right to stay alive.
And he was able to live, and now they're just gonna get a free Roche.
Do you think Miracle popped out at the right time? Because he waited a long time after Earthshaker got initiated on to jump out.
He was trying to wait till maybe one more hero to make it not obvious that he was infested. I think if a support like, or the Death Prophet or Willow or the Oracle kind of walked up closer towards him, he would pop out. But jumping this Elk, you can't kill the Elk.
Yeah, that's true. Especially once he has BKB, it would have been too hard.
The Elk just is a really fast hero right now. Whenever he pops his ult.
Liquid's going to let him take the tier 2, it looks like. Solar Crest is up. BKB up next for Death Prophet. They do pop the Glyph, though. It's going to make them think a little bit twice about it. Yeah, but when they see Miracle use that Midas like that, I'm sure they're going to be comfortable. And Mickey's on the top lane, pushing
Gonna
things
have
up.
a Basher now finished. This guy is gonna hit really hard. Probably replacing the Soul Ring.
Let's see what he goes first. 20.
I think it's Cleave, right?
Yep, you're right.
Cleave.
He did go Cleave.
So I think he just went that concoction so that these early game fights that he'd be able to, accomplish more than he should.
It's a big difference, right? Like 16-second cooldown versus 9 in these early fights. Like
it's almost a 50% CDR.
You can like guarantee it 2 stuns minimum, but with the other talent or the other cooldown duration, it might not happen.
There's a smoke up. There's an infest on the GH life.
Can they catch GH? That's what's going to come down to.
They're
Does
going
he
to
get
use
his
the axe, so he can't get a blink. A nice echo on the Auk and a global silence. He didn't get the the purge on the global, so Mickey's going to be able to BKB off the global, and Weehaw TP's in.
He gets ulti too. He's still got his Aegis as well.
Yeah, Mickey's going to heal up full HP.
Instantly
Miracle on the bottom side of the fight. Terrorize on 2. He's going to push them back. They're going to focus Miracle on the bottom side of the fight. Or is he going to focus down Quitha? Mickey's kind of alone. And Rage TB from Miracle. Mickey's cutting down the supports and the Beastmaster. That was a horrible fight for Liquid.
It was. I mean, the Echo Slam was cool. They used Global Silence, but again, it was all the focus on Alchemist, and he easily stayed alive.
And he had Aegis too, even if they blew everything and killed his Archimist.
And Alliance have seized the momentum here in the mid-game against Team Liquid as we quickly update you on our other streams. TNC Chaos and Virtus Pro Infamous just getting underway on streams A and D. On stream C, Keen has seized control against Newbie. They're looking to split that series. Again, you can follow all the action on our individual Dota streams. Back to Alliance and Liquid.
Okay, so he goes down instantly, and now
He
that's
does have buyback.
a ton of space for Alliance. Did they get the 2 bounties on top? No, Weehaw did.
Yeah. He did snipe the bounties.
Those are the top 2, I guess.
They're going to hit the bottom 2 bounties on Alliance. He's
So-
going to have Abyssal Blade now finished on the Elk. He didn't even have his Basher.
So is he just being greedy there? Like, he got the top 2 bounties. He's like, dude, I'm going to steal all their bounties. Ends up dying for it instead. Gives him a 369 gold
This Elk has just gotten 6,000 gold that he didn't have in the last fight with his full Abyssal Blade purchase now.
That's crazy.
They won a fight and he just, half their net worth advantage wasn't even there.
Looks like Alliance wants to stay on top in terms of games won here at TI. Febby, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, it's going how I planned it. This Archimist coupled with this Oracle is going to do a lot of damage. Liquid only has single target damages, and Oracle feels pretty great against single target damages. Apart from the mid fight where TA used the Aegis really well, his positioning has been great. So yeah, aside from the mid fight where he got rolled first, he's been doing a really great job being at the back line, not seeing first.
So it's just better, superior positioning, and maybe easier to execute draft from Alliance?
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Any Alchemist draft I think right now is easier to execute. You never feel pressured.
Good splashes
you pick
there.
a couple Ags heroes. Like I think Death Prophet Ags is really good this game. Axe Ags is still really good. Even Oracle to save people with your ult. So anytime you have Alchemist and good Ags, you feel no pressure. The game goes 30, 40, 50 minutes. even an hour, you're going to get pumping out Ags for your team. You're going to increase your damage too. You're going to scale well, give yourself Moon Shard maybe. So I think this Alchemix game is easy to play mentally, I think.
Knowing that they're behind, Liquid wants to play to win. They're trying to pick up good fights as much as possible.
They saw Mickey TP top. Alliance needs to run right now as the smoke might catch this Boxy. A nice echo into a global. They're just going to kill him. But he's not going to care that much, I think. Insania tries to get the false promise, but they're not even going to care. He just TPs out. Quick is going to BKB, walk away.
He wanted to roar Death Prophet so bad, but the Yules came out
Nice
and
Yules.
prevented it. Very safe escape from Quakefa there, and that's ultimately not the worst.
It's definitely not the worst, yeah.
They did get a catch on the Boxy, but I think that's about 3 smokes in the last couple minutes, so I think Liquid's running out of smokes or is out of smokes, and that was their only game plan to win these fights. They smoke, they catch this Oracle, they blink Echo, the Alk, and they global at the same time, so they know the Oracle is not protecting himself. And they take a big fight because this Alk is the one scary hero right now.
He's queuing up a Satanic afterwards, actually.
I think so. He's gonna feel a little bad that he is low on attack speed right now because his 10 talent. So as you can see, his attack speed's a little low right now.
Yeah, but once he hits 25,
Yeah.
he's going to be attacking like a madman anyways, right? So
Especially, I think once he gets a Satanic, I believe he might look towards replacing his Radiance with a Mjolnir.
since he already has
He
cleave,
has
right?
a cleave, so he doesn't need the AoE as much. It scales better with attack speed and his hero, and since he attacks so fast, he procs a lot more. And also being able to use the active on yourself, when there's all these different heroes attacking you, you get a lot of damage out done that way.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think Miracle is now purchased a Daedalus. I think
Yeah.
Liquid's game plan right now is they have to kill at least 2 heroes, I think, in the global. Maybe 1 is enough, but
Who's the most important? Do they try to nail the cores or just clean up sports?
Death
and then...
Prophet is probably the most important for them to kill right now. And it's probably the hardest if the Oracle's alive.
So why is she most important? Just because of like silence is annoying once BKBs are gone, and
If the Lifestealer gets silenced, he's going to get chased down. She has her ult does a lot right now. If she ever gets this Ags, I think she's kind of waiting right now for this Alchemist to give her an Ags. But once she gets an Ags, she does so much in the fights. She slows, she lifesteals from her spirits. And I think this Alk is important, but they can focus him down if his supporting cast isn't there.
How Liquid needs to fight is with vision. The Earthshaker and the Beastmaster needs to go on different targets. They need to go on the Axe and the Alchemist, respectively, and with the Global Silence, Oracle is not going to be able to use his ulti, and if one of them goes on the Axe, he's not going to be able to Lotus Orb and counter-initiate, and they have to kill the Alchemist within that timing.
Tia going for a Butterfly next to give some mischance for Elk, but I guess that's actually pretty useful here because he transitioned into Satanic, so now he's going to be missing a lot. It's preventing some heals.
Yeah. Boxy, I don't think we've talked about him much this game, but his axes are phenomenal, I think. He's been getting a lot of catches. He's 9-3 and 10.
Yeah.
He's been always catching this TA, this Lifestealer, even the Beastmaster a couple times before Roar. And even in the middle of fights, he's always like chasing and following up with his heroes. So I think he's being a real nuisance.
I think this Lotus pickup is really big too. He just picked that item up like a few minutes ago. It's going to be really great when Kuroki presses his Global.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point.
He can use it on himself or even the Oracle.
Yeah. That's why Liquid needs to go
Oh,
on
nice
the
echo on the Alk. Oh, BKB'd. And a Satanic, but he's just going to walk away. A nice false promise on him. He has a basher on Alk. Bash him, bash him, bash.
Oh,
No
that was
bashes.
unlucky.
Bash.
But
Those 4
Kuroki's going to go down. Curse Crown on him. Silence on the Lifestealer, but I don't think they can catch him. He's so fast. He's going to walk away. They're going to miss the Terrorize. They're going to try to catch up, but Blink's being canceled by the...
Yo, this Satanic pickup was so freaking next level. Like, there's no way that he lives there if he doesn't have Satanic. Because, like, typically Earthshaker does all 3 spells in a row, and the stun duration is, like, just enough. But as soon as he gets Satanic there, he had a tiny fraction of a
Where he
second.
got his BKB off.
Pops BKB, and then he just doesn't die anymore because he can Satanic and fight.
Yeah, that status resistance, it really tips off the Earthshaker players because the normal chain stun, like the muscle memory, he has to be played differently.
You have to almost, like, echo instant. Like,
Yeah,
use your
you
spells
gotta-
instantly.
You can't wait. You gotta instantly cast all your spells.
That could have been really bad, though, if Weehawk got bashed. I think that might have either forced Liquid into allowing him to die or even trying to take the fight.
You know, he was probably missing, too, actually, because he did have Butterfly there.
yes.
So
They
it
are
was
going
most
on the
likely
axe,
missing.
though.
Oh.
Of course.
Okay. Catches him with Fissure and
Was
stuff.
he just farming the lane.
He was a bit cocky. He wanted to push mid lane into top push.
You probably expected all of Liquid to be sitting top or something.
Yeah.
One of those moments where you think they're going to be where you expect to go.
So Roshan is up, I believe. So I think another Aegis on either team is going to be a little more tippy than the net worth right now. Net worth's always going to be inflated with an AUK. So getting this Aegis, and yeah, Alliance knows the buyback from Axe. This is also an Axe, so it's really important for both teams.
Oh, but look how hard Miracle hits it.
Yeah,
It's going to take it down.
gonna get everything. Doesn't get the Axe. The
Taiga's
Dark
in.
Willow?
Taiga tries to steal it.
Didn't get it.
Not successful this time.
Oh, he did. He
He
did
got
get
the
the Axe.
Oh, huge.
Nice
Oh,
two-man
my
call on
bossy.
both. A stun only hits. Oh, it hits both. And then Silencer goes down. He buys back instantly, but Lifesteal's going to go down his first life. We are stuck in the middle of the fight. Mika's going to hit him down. Earthshaker's trapped in the pit.
No Echo Slam for the rest of the fight. Miracle running
Miracle's
for
going
his
to just
life.
TP out, but the Weehaw is also going to get caught on the top side of the fight. Double
Okay.
buyback from both supports of Liquid.
That was an Aegis drop, wasn't it? I just assumed, I was like, he decided to give Axe to Dark Willow out of everybody.
No.
But good steal. Yeah, now the Axe being built up here.
The-
Huge fight.
Yeah, Mika, I think that's Mika's axe that he's buying right now. So he's going to give that to the Death Prophet, most likely. The Dark Willow axe is really not spectacular right now. He has
Yeah.
no attack speed. Once he gets 25, if he chooses to go the attack speed talent, which he might be more inclined to now that he has an axe, he can start doing some serious right clicks in the fight. But overall, really good fight. That was a nice call from Boxy. Caught the Silencer and the Lifestealer, and they were both close enough to him that the stun hit both the heroes from the Alchemist.
Qualified
there we
did receive the axe, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're going to try to push right now, force this buyback from the TA. This AUK is so strong right now. He's level 25. He has the low BAT from his ult. They could also just wait until the Death Prophet ult is off cooldown. They might not feel the need to like force right now. They're in a comfortable position. They're up 20,000 gold. When you're playing Dota and you're in this position where you just want a Roche fight, they got the Aegis and the cheese. You only had to use one buy. They use multiple buys. And you have some big ult, like Exorcism that you want to wait. You just kind of... Someone tries to usually say, take a deep breath, guys. Let's just chill. We're going to win this game if we don't do anything crazy. And I think probably someone on the Alliance is kind of telling their team to just chill. You know, don't do anything crazy, Boxy. Don't try to push out mid again. And this game is looking to be in Alliance's bag right now.
Is this the part of the game where you start thinking about like oh, never mind, instant initiation on Boxy? That's their dieback, so he's going to be dead for a long time. But on the bright side, there's no Roshan up, so Liquid can possibly pressure Rex, but that's about the only advantage they can get here.
So apparently, Connor, somebody wasn't telling Boxy to,
To not push out
not
mid.
push mid.
Yeah, and they also might get a +1 on this Oracle. They do see him with the Sentry on the hill. I don't think he's going to false promise himself. He has no TP anyway, so he's going to try to delay for half a second.
Axe has no buyback. This could be a window here.
Yeah. Oracle does have buy, so he's probably going to have to buy. Mickey does as well. 2 siege creeps pushing down the mid lane. They might have to give up a Rex. I don't know. Mickey's really confident to fight.
Miracle does hit really hard though.
So he also has a heart.
Yeah.
So, from my understanding of how heart works, increases all regen you get. So his feast is now 50% stronger for his healing, and his open wound is now 50% stronger. So he just heals up a massive amount every time he hits.
So actually killing him is going to be hard. The head-to-head fight will be Miracle favored in most cases, unless he's stunned.
Unless he gets probably he needs an MKB on the AUK to be able to man fight both of them.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is that the item he replaces Radiance with, most likely?
I think you still want the Mjolnir because of the attack speed. It also gives you like a pseudo, evasion pierce.
Radiance is so good against Earthshaker and TA as well, though.
Yeah.
It feels really hard to pass it up.
The Mjolnir is also good against TA.
Yeah, but like
It's not as good.
stops Blink Dagger constantly, even if you're not getting damaged. It just feels hard to give up to me.
Yeah, I think he needs an item to man fight the Lifestealer, such as MKB,
Yeah.
Bloodthorn, or like even evasion on himself too, because Lifestealer doesn't have a evasion pierce.
What do you think about this? He's queuing up getting a Moonshard for himself before buying another Axe for his teammates. Do you think that's a mistake, potentially?
No, I think the Moonshard has a lot of value on him. His BAT goes down to, I think, 0.9 with the talent on Chemical Rage.
Uh-huh.
So
So it's just worth like having him be the guy that tries to carry the game, more or less.
a lot of the times, the cost is comparable, right? It's 4K gold to 4.2K to give an Axe. But he's the hero that he needs to win the game for his team. I don't think an Ags on Axe or Oracle is going to change the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Taiga already has one too, so
This can be big. Miracle is not here if Alliance chooses to jump on them.
they're doing the huge wraparound. Tricamp is likely where the Dire team stands here while they siege the enemy base, but they're not defending their towers, so it's very obvious they're
Right here with
smoked.
the call. Nice blink call, or blink dodge from the Templar Assassin. But the Lotus Eagles on the Beastmaster.
Can they
He's
catch him?
rooted out. Are they going to be able to catch the Beastmaster? I think he's
They're stalling time for Miracle to run over.
he is pretty nice echo, but the Aeon Disc from Axe, he's going to get a nice call on the Lifestealer.
McKay's in there too. Right click in the TA. He's about half
He does have a cheese, he
HP.
pops the cheese, but he's going to get terrorized back. He's going to go down to the Elk, I think. There's no way they have to save him. Mind Control's going down on the right side to Taiga.
Okay, they're cleaning up.
Miracle's getting
Called by the
controlled
Axe on
out
the
so
top side of the
much.
fight.
Can't
Oh,
get
dude,
out.
he can't get out.
He's
There's
got
no way he's going to
Roar.
get bashed.
There's Roar TP.
Bash,
Can't get bashed.
He's
Can't
gonna
get bashed.
No bashes. Or
Really?
Wow, even with that 25 talent.
He's got
Well,
20% evasion, but yeah, that was pretty little unlucky.
there's no buyback on the Earthshaker or Echo.
I mean, that's the best thing they can hope for here. It's like, okay, we didn't also lose Lifestealer.
Yeah.
No 1v5 Rampage moment here, but he stayed alive. Now, the buybacks will come as they want to keep their Rax advantage up. Tier 3 is looking likely to fall, and there's Death Prophet ulti. Good call. Pulls him back.
They're going to try to
Abyssal
burst him through this
next.
Rage. This Rage is going to end soon, but he just jumps into creep. Mekkai's going to be able to stun that.
Jumps out the... Ooh, is this too early, maybe?
There is no
Nice
rage.
call. The T is going to buy back. The Lifestealer does have his buyback, so he's going to be forced to buy back soon if they want to defend the Rax. But they might try to hold it without him.
Kuroki is reading bottom though, guys. He is
Yes.
reading bottom.
Okay,
Yes.
good for him. Let's go back to the mid
But,
lane. Oh,
but his team is being ratted at their Ancient. Mekkai is just beating down buildings. Miracle's going to be forced to buy back.
they're doing it, dude. They know Mega Creeps is not their win condition. Straight for the throne. You can't stop that.
The Exorcism is out.
Mekkai in
They
trouble.
need to get out, but Box is going to get roared on the left side of the fight. He's going to Abyssal the Lifestealer. A stun on the TA. The TA is going to get bursted down. The TA. Oh,
That's Lifestealer. Second dieback here. Now TA as well. And it looks like Alliance is going to be able to take the win this game, most likely. Throne
call.
exposed, and they get the slaps in.
Alliance realizes the win condition, just goes for straight for drone.
no Mega.
Megas are bad.
Megas.
Megas are bad, guys. You don't need that shit in your life. Alliance pulling a nice win out. That's going to be one win for them. So
Yeah.
putting them at 6 points in the groups. Pretty solid.
Liquid is still at 4 points, I believe.
Yes, 4. So getting some more separation. Looking scary for them because I think they only have 2 matches left. They need to get a lot more points. But either way, I think the way Alliance cleaned it up was solid. The Aeon Disc on Axe was like ridiculously
Yeah.
good, actually.
He had it backpacked during the smoke.
Okay, so
and then
did he
when
pull
they
it out?
jumped the TA and they knew that the fight was going to the river, he moved it from backpack and swapped it with the wand.
So what was the thing that he needed it for? It seemed like when
was,
Lifestealer or whoever chooses to go on him, he
Yeah,
gets
they
shredded,
globaled,
right?
and then as they globaled, his Aeon popped. So then he wasn't silenced, he wasn't stunned, and then
It's like
they-
the Earthshaker combo too.
Yeah.
It's like Echo Slam combo because Axe is going to go in and call a guy. Then Earthshaker's going to jump in with Lifestealer, and they're just going to blow up the Axe, right?
Yeah.
So the Aeon Disc still gives him his...
Alliance finishing up against Liquid in a series that has huge implications for the group standings. Alliance's upper bracket hopes stay alive. Liquid, while they are 3 wins up on Chaos, they are looking bound for the lower bracket unless they turn it around. Speaking of Chaos, they are in action against TNC on Stream A, but we're going to take you over to Stream D as Infamous, one of the surprise teams of the tournament, have the early kill lead against CIS Monsters Virtus Pro.
Get dealt in the same server tick, but maybe, I don't know. I'm actually not 100% on this. If they do get dealt in the same tick, then Refraction kind of owns it.
I'm 0% on this, but I guess we may get an example in just a bit. Everyone's grouping up. It's currently 5v4 in mid. The only one who's not there is the Lifestealer. He's still just getting the last bit of gold to finish up the Hand of Midas. But just with a little bit of show of power from Infamous, Virtus Pro will back off.
Yep, I hold their tower, half HP.
All right, Midas on the way. So just over 11 minutes for K1 to get him. Top 3 net worth currently belonging to Infamous. Chris Luck. Like, he's already got his Yule Scepter up and running. Legion Commander. Said working towards the Blink Dagger. Went for just a couple of extra utility items early on. And they instantly bring K1 to the top lane now. Mainly because Whisper's already gone jungle. Does feel like there's too much of the jungle to farm up. Nice loser tag. I still can't believe this is actually in the game of Dota.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly is the thing?
It's a Legion commander that lost a duel.
Ah. The patch on the eye and the broken tooth. Okay.
And they even have LC in the game. Excellent.
All memes are
Is
really
this,
alive.
Are they making a play here? No, they were kind of grouping up bottom with multiple heroes, but they're not going to do anything with it.
You know, Infamous are one of these teams where you watch them play, like, time and time again. It's like, oh, I think I know what they're going to do, and then they do the complete opposite. Everything makes it look like it should run this way, and then it doesn't. Torrent's going to miss on K1. Ramsey just tried to go for the blind one from the other side of the tree line. It does bring the TP of Whisper.
Oh, they're baiting. They want them to roar him.
Yeah. Wait for the press of the attack. Is there something? No, not going to happen. Just raging up. Turns to take out the creep wave. That's 4 heroes up on top.
Good
The Ice Blast should be able to connect onto Ramses as well as Pasha. Even with the Torrent and the Tidebringer connecting, Rod just wants to get the Laguna Blade hit into Lifestealer, but it won't happen. Press the attack's giving him more than enough life. But the dive will continue. Beastmaster Hawk gives them fantastic vision. Kunkka going for the bow combination. They go on the right target. The Legion Commander. The Roar, it does come out now. Now the Legion is gone. K1 will infest into the creep, very quickly killed off. Wants to try and outrun them with the phase boost. Cannot do so. Disruption from Solo. He actually dies instantly upon reveal. Maybe this Ice Blast is able to do so. Ooh, wow, that's actually still going to hit hard, but there's nowhere near enough damage. It's a level 1 Ice Blast.
They might still defend the tower. I think if Shadow Fiend just comes in here and raises once, that's it. They're too low to stick around. But yeah, good kills. 2 core kills for VP in that instance. And that's all the Hawk. Honestly, that's all the Hawk.
Yeah.
The vision gives them the confidence that they can go for it, and then they also get the roar out toward the end on the lifesteal as he's TPing out. So very nicely done by Pasha, making that possible.
Man, they're moving so fast between the lanes, Infamous. Like, they're always burning TPs when they're off cooldown. Chris will get himself an Illusion Rune. The Blink Dagger is going to come out too. So Blink, Yule's Requiem. Like, who becomes your primary target? Like, actually, is it just no one? Is that the one he goes on? We actually put this to the test?
We'll see. I have this feeling that theoretically, if you place yourself perfectly under the Yules and your Requiem, they might all deal damage so close to each other in time that Refraction works. But if you're a little bit off to the side, they're slightly delayed from each other, but then they don't all hit. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It might happen in the game, it might not. If he doesn't ever try for it when Refraction is up, I think that answers our question.
They're trying it right now. Refraction is up. Blink, Yules. Yep. And wind up, wind up, wind up. And boom, 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 boom. It's, okay, I'm actually uncertain really what happened there. We'll have to do slow motion, but SF will lose his life for this. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off. They're worth so much. It may actually be a second as well, as Tusker kind of trapped. The snowball will delay this. And they will continue the fight down after, so, Schofield, man, he's really making the work for this. He's got shards available too. He can actually block him out. The axes fly forward. Solo's already found that kill. Meanwhile, Ancient Apparition was going up for the bounty rune, and Roger will get the kill on him.
I think TA blocked a bit of them.
We'll have it in slow motion after this push over on mid. Whisper, Blink in, duel, the overwhelming odds. That was so joined up. X marks spot will bring it back in again. Still got 8 stick charges, make it 9 now for Whisper. He can tank through it all. So everything should settle down for the Bombers here. Let's have a quick look at this again in very slow motion. As slow as we can make it.
So he currently has, I think he has 5 Refraction right now. And that Requiem would, for other heroes with that health, would pretty much one-shot. So I think he just blocked the number of instances, so the number of lines. And in the meantime, back in live, AA has killed off the Kunkka. They got the kill in mid.
Yeah.
Combining with Yule's triple raise and Ice Blast.
No one. Stinger cannot do that. At least Chris is able to find himself a regeneration rune, but Ancient Apparition, the heavy sacrifice to no one. Oh, this game has been, well, this game's a lot closer than our previous series we've had today.
Yep.
12 kills to 11 in 16 minutes. Everyone wants to just keep being aggressive. And Legion Commander, there we go. Blink, duel, snowball, a lot of punch damage. They've already got the kill onto the SD. Dual victory wins. Raw trying to actually now free up the life stealer. Perfect shard. Roger's trapped in. He'll get 1 Laguna Blade off, but minimal damage. No one. Great Yule Scepter. Here we go again from Chris. Wind it up. Try and hit into no one. 4 heroes surround him. And Chris Turns around for the one last raise to get the kill on no one. Regenning up to get back into this fight once again. The snowball forward. Hector, Scofeld, Whisper. Everyone wants to just keep running after kills. But the tier 1 tower, they can turn around for this. Objective-based gaming after taking the lives of Virtus Pro.
Really nice initiation. Killing off the Shadow Demon first like that with the duel makes the fight so much easier. That key save being gone just allows them to snowball down. They find the Lina off to the side as well. And you gotta say, VP, their positioning in this situation just not really up to par. Like, having Shadow Demon exposed like this and then Lina also being able to be a collateral just shouldn't happen. And Infamous punished them in a big way. That was a 4K gold swing, I think. And now, wow, would you believe it? Okay, don't look at the win percentage. Tell me your guess. What do you think it is?
I'm going to go at 90.
90. Okay, that's a bit ambitious, but it's high.
84. It's 84.
84% with a 5K lead with
Scofeld
SF in the team.
Nice little dodge with the snowball. He still has to go over towards Roger. He doesn't survive this. In fact, he's just going to go underneath the tier 2 tower, into the trees. It was the only potential place he could TP away to safety. But hey, this is the way Infamous play. Supports just force the issue. I like how Stinger's also been on the opposite side of the map every single time. He just knows he needs the experience, needs the gold.
And it makes Ice Blast better too.
Yep.
So
Increase that radius.
now 86. Okay, so the reason I'm surprised by this is that usually Shadow Fiends being ahead by some is not really necessarily that big of a deal because Shadow Fiends dying in the mid and late game often swings games a lot. So I was not expecting it to be this high. It's a 5K lead, which is definitely something, but it has to have something to do with the rest of the combination of the heroes with the Lifestealer as well as the Legion Commander and their scaling. And AA as a support has been looking really promising this tournament too. He's winning a lot.
Yeah, and I'm really loving these observer worlds we're getting. So creative throughout this group stage. This little one seeing perfectly out the side, watching the farm areas as well as watching the river rotations.
That's a good one.
Just anything which you can get a full duration. Like they dropped the sentry feeling like they were being watched anyway, and they're right.
It only works because this tree is cut, right? The one.
Yeah, that little. Yeah, that one.
If that tree isn't gone, I think this ward. And maybe
The
it seems like
vision was.
this.
Yeah, that. Hey, look at that teamwork.
Hey.
I can't trigger my high five thing. Dire scanning. They're thinking that Virtus Pro are thinking about Roshan, and rightly so. There's a Desolator over on the Templar Assassin. She does a hell of a lot of damage, and they can burn through Roshan quickly. I don't know if they can tank through Roshan as well. And Ramsey doesn't want to fight just yet. He's so close to finishing up the Radiance. He's TPing up to grab the Relic now. And just another 900-ish gold. If they can get a lot of these bounty runes, they'll be happy with that. Shard's being planted. Skullfeld, he's coming down. He snowballs. Comes straight back out of it. Does manage to grab the bounty rune. I'll be laughing if he could survive this as well. Turns around for a quick punch.
Oh, no.
Triggered the one charge. He's actually going to walk away with this.
He's so tanky. 1600 health, 2 bracers for the magic resistance. And yeah, he's fine.
Yep. And they got 2 of the bounty runes. I don't think
there's still
K1 realized that that everyone was up on top. Now the duel, we're going to work. Ice Blast is coming in. The Roar's going to work too, but SD as well as Beastmaster hit by the Ice Blast. Skullfeld again, trying to walk this off. He won't be able to survive this time around. The ship torrent combination not going to work. Chris, is it time for a wind-up into the trees? BKB wind-up. Roger's right in front of him, trying to get the Templar Assassin to point-blank range, but he can't get it. He's just a little short now. He's got some more. Runs up the hill and away. He's still double buybacks, one from either side. Pasha slowed up. The torrent not going to connect on anything, but the defensive destruction from Solo, saving Pasha, but the shards will still block him in. Whisper trying to move on to the next target and let Skullfeld as well as K1 finish the job. Roger hiding inside the Roche pit. Chris knows it too. Hits him with the raise. Roger wants to deny to Roshan, but not possible. Whisper just jumps in. Now they want to keep this fight going. 4 seconds until duel is up. 6 seconds for the Blink Dagger as no one hides behind. The disruption to begin with. Good observer and sentry gives all the information the VP need. And they're just going to back out.
Honestly, it's a treat watching how Chris Luck is playing these fights on the edge with the SF. The thing he was going for there really it was a very cool idea. He had a regen rune in his bottle, so he had this feeling that he could just get enough mana while yuling up the TA to get the Requiem off fast, but he got cancelled multiple times by attacks as he was trying to bottle up. And then afterwards, he's playing on the edge where he's trying to raise this Lina in the pit and blink away from one single TA attack that's going to fly at him at the same time. Misses the raise, gets out, and then eventually they get back in and get that kill. But a lot of like really small, high mechanical skill plays coming out from him in this game, including the solo kill he found on mid to begin with. Let's not forget that one.
Yeah.
Against the TA. This is
Yeah,
some good shit.
I kind of want to watch the highlight reel of it later. Nice double damage room. This is always the Roshan enabler. You actually kind of wish someone from Infamous will poke their head into Roshan and kill off that TA trap. Because they put the sentry ward around the trap, they actually got the observer ward on the hill. It was not intentional. They just saw it as they were walking past it. But good vision game from Infamous. Always finding the D wards. They saw Templar Assassin farming for a little bit too. As TA goes down the hill, walk around the TA trap. Chris jumps in. Here's your Yule Scepter with a double damage. Requiem resolves. The timing is perfect.
Oh,
And then they jump forward. The duel snowballs onto Lina. My God, they do so much damage. And then they go into the trees. Solo thought he was going to be safe. He got wrong. With three heroes down and the end of the double damage rune, they now go in for Roshan. Half of the duration of the double damage rune is still left.
Yeah, they're going to press the attack Shadow Fiend for that attack speed. Makes it that little bit faster.
And Kanka do anything about this.
And now
He's just
tag team.
pushing the wave. I think he's trying to go for the mid tower too. But he can't get both.
There it goes. Aegis for life stealing.
Terrific.
Shadow Fiend. Okay.
Terrific game for Infamous.
They're playing
9th.
really good aggressive Dota. They're super fast at playing around each other, taking initiative, using smokes, making moves.
Hey Sin, what do you think the percentage is now? Without looking, obviously.
92?
Pretty close. It is 94%.
94. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I did check it like 2 minutes ago and it was 90. So, you know. It's never the same the second time you ask. It's fun the first time because you sometimes have no idea, but like you can, at this point, you can kind of, you know.
Now you're actually keeping tabs on it, so it's a progression.
Not necessarily keeping tabs, but you can kind of guess at this point, like based on the previous marker. But when it's out of nowhere, sometimes it can catch you completely off guard what the actual win chance is in the game.
So okay, we've been talking a lot about Infamous and how fantastic all these executions have been. How does VP play around this? How does VP like get control of at least what they want to do? I'm not going to say they get control of this game because it feels like Infamous just have every initiation ready.
I think the TA BKB was the first big step that they have now. Maybe you try to delay for her dagger too and then go with Beastmaster getting dagger as well. And you try to take the initiative with some big quick bursts, but you have to be wary of the two saves. You're playing against Snowball and the Legion Commander Press, and you have to roar around that. So it makes the job of Pasha pretty difficult to execute in the game. And it's not easy, but I don't see a better play than that. Like that's the best timing you're going to hit in the next 10 minutes is these two daggers. The Radiance, maybe Kunkka can get a BKB around the same time as well, and that's the timing.
Guess we'll find out. For the moment, the tier 2 towers trading out. Top lane for bottom lane. And Nasab's already moving over towards the mid. They're just fortifying to slow down Infamous. Still feels like Chris is just absolutely unstoppable at the moment. 717 on his SF. 918 for the Legion Commander with plus 54 damage thanks to the duel.
Tusk playing aggressive. Didn't find anyone though.
They'll find him in mid. Stinger wraps around the back. Here goes Chris once again. They look like they actually wanted and they didn't. But here comes your shift. Current combination. A punch back out. Tuskar's caught him way too deep. And now Chris Luck into the BKB. He's kind of got a Requiem from inside the trees. VP all still a little too close, but they break the Aegis of the Immortal. What do you want to do, Whisper? You can press the attack, potentially break him free of the initial stun. He sends up in the air now, back down again, but the Light Strike Array able to connect, while K1 into the back lines takes care of the SD. Up he goes again. Chris Luck needs a little bit more distance. Can't get the bottle charges off, because VP are right on top of him. One after the other now is Infamous, who are feeding over to Virtus Pro. Whisper wants to help out. He's starting the duel against that many players. That's not a victory for him. That's a victory for no one. Plus 26. I don't know.
No, I'm wondering why they backed. Okay, so I think SF jumped in on this Kunkka. He BKB'd, dueled him, and wanted to wreck him, and he was like, he's going to get disrupted. But if you trust in yourself and you time this perfectly, look at this. That Kunkka is dead. Maybe he was going to get roared. He actually backs off away from the roar. That's why. He's scared of getting roared, so he backs off. He saves his BKB for now, actually. He didn't use it on the initial jump. Now he has to use it defensively, walks back. Whisper has duel the whole fight, doesn't use it. They're waiting, and then they're waiting a little more. And, well, if you don't use your spells like this, eventually VP are going to overpower you. That was a huge win for VP, and now they're going to keep snowballing off it. They might find another AA kill here. Yep.
Perfectly read by Roger. Skullfeld, however, looking for a bit of a rebuttal, and he'll be able to claim it. Nice solo kill. Everyone's worth so much money.
Yeah. I'm just a bit shocked, actually, because this is kind of the Infamous that in the past that we've kind of been used to seeing, with like crazy overextension, sometimes making very bad decisions. And then in this event, they've just been playing really good Dota. And that was kind of a little bit of a remnant of the past that just snuck in. And that almost swung the goal by 10K.
Reminds me of like the way Na'Vi used to play. It's like, hey guys, like we're just so great, like we're just winning this game so much. Let's just keep going. Oh wait, no. But then again, Na'Vi would have committed to the initial jump. Like, you blink in your BKB, you Requiem on the SF, and you actually take that fight underneath the Tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and even if you get roared, then
yeah, you still go for it.
Yeah, you probably still try and fight after. But yeah, that was a bit crazy. And VP are back in the game because of this. The game was almost closing in on the end, but
81%
mistakes can
now.
always happen. Mid lane again, forced to BKB. So he's down to 7 seconds now on the Shadow Fiend of Chris Luck. It still looks good for Infamous. It's not like they threw their entire lead away and now we're back to square one. But a big part of the advantage that they had has dwindled. Got to be careful not to make too many of these mistakes.
It's the enabling of no one, in my mind. Like, no one's able to jump in there and get a quick kill. His item progression's looking a lot better now.
MKB.
Like, not just the BKB and Dessa. The MKB is totally done 29 minutes in. And Pasha has blink, so he can just potentially blink away. Because he doesn't blink away, this should already be a big indicator that they're looking to try and fight. But there's that damage from no one we're talking about, right into Stinger. Ramsey's helped out as well to get that one, and you just can't do this. And Solo's found another target. Lifestealer's still just farming over in the jungle on the side. He'll rage up. Feels confident. Solo. Is there a stun? There is. Blink forward from Pasha. Connects on the Roar. And with Laguna Blade damage, K1 will fall.
All right. Now they need to stop throwing. now it's enough. I think that's where we're at now. That's the limit. Oh boy. It's like night and day. This whole game they've been amazing.
First 15 minutes versus the second 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
Actually,
first
20.
27 against last 3. They have messed up in 3% of the game and lost 80% of their lead. And VP are just going to hunt them. VP are momentum team. When they're feeling it, they're going to go for it. There you go.
Yeah.
Case in point.
All right, to give you a quick update here on progress on our other streams, as VP is back in this game against Infamous. We're finishing up the draft here in Game 1, Na'Vi against RNG, as Na'Vi go with Crystallized Spectre, trying to stay in the upper bracket in their group. Vici Gaming and NIP are just underway over on Stream C, as NIP, sitting on only one win in the group, is staring down the barrel of elimination in 9th place. And over on Stream A, TNC and Chaos are dead even at the 36-minute mark. Back to Infamous and Virtus Pro.
Ubi was able to do it today. But the crazy 1v5 from Arteezy yesterday. And now we have normal item builds on support 4s with 4-staff Ether Lens and Aghanim Scepters Lenas for 30 minutes into the game. It's like, sure.
Yeah, that's a key item to point out, because with this Ags, they have the easy kill potential over on the Lifestealer. If he gets down below half, he can die. Shadow Fiend now has the Linken's complete, so it will be harder on him, but they can still remove it with Demonic Purge if they want to. So yeah, these Linken's are good, but there are removal tools. They can choose which ulti they want to burn to unlock the other one. There's Demonic Purge, there's Roar, there's Laguna, all three of them currently piercing BKB and Rage. So, man, this game just got exciting.
Well,
Anything can happen now.
It definitely got interesting. There's no doubt about that. But Infamous just had to get back on board. Afro, hello. Tusker, blinked up into the trees. They're chasing him. Tart, he needs to cut through the tree. He can't do it. He's trapped. X marked up once again. He could shard and try and block him back out again, but Roger will connect on the LSA. As 4 heroes from Virtus Pro being committed to get that kill, that is still buying some space for the rest of Infamous. And Roshan is alive and a big option. But also for Virtus Pro. Tuskar's dead for 40 seconds. They can just go in.
Yeah.
Does Infamous try this? Ice Blast is coming off... Well, actually, Ice Blast got sent to the bottom lane to push in the wave. That needed to go towards Roshan. No one's just going to rip apart Roshan. Vision's removed. Legion hiding under an Invis rune. Could potentially blink in. They don't know the timings, but here's that moment. Roshan 400 life. They go for the duel over on the SD. No one's already got the Aegis Immortal and the cheese available with the torrent connecting. You've lost your Legion Commander so fast. Infest and blink away. SF and Lifestealer will be able to survive. So they didn't contest Roshan. You got to buy back on the SD, and then they go to bottom lane. BT's down. They're going for the tier 3 towers. They'll force the buyback out. Stinger will die in the meantime. And the TPs into the trees. They're keeping themselves hidden. So Ramses waits for the second TP. He wants Roger to be there because he wants his surprise Laguna Blade to connect it to the Lifestealer, and they're waiting him out. There's your Rage TP out. Can you Laguna and kill him? They're waiting for it, but it won't be enough.
He had Linken's ready.
That's
There's no
right.
breaker. They had no Roar, and they had no Shadow Demon in position with the Demonic Purge. If they did, that's a death. But they do get out. They got some good damage on the tower. 1/3 of it gone in that instance.
It still feels like a very interesting choice. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
it's creative. I think that was a good play. In contrast to the last 5 minutes, a lot of things are a good play. That was a good play.
we'll take it.
Yep. Infamous got to be... They need to regain composure now. They've lost so much control of the game. Kunka with cheese, Aegis on the TA.
The vision game has also become a lot harder. If you actually look at the map, it looks like one of those like the things the streamers use, just to like connect all the dots together for every single sentry ward that goes up through Roshan, up through the river, and up through mid lane.
And no one decided to never go for Blink this game. He just
moved on.
We thought the timing they were waiting for was the Blink and BKB, but it was only the BKB on Kunka at the time. They're going full on damage on TA, expecting that the team can set her up nicely enough. There's plenty of catch, so that's completely fine. They have X-Mark, Roar, Disruption.
Is he fine doing that against like Whisper? Like Whisper jumps in, duels, like, okay, well I'm just gonna Blade Mail.
I think he's going to probably have a high chance of winning the duel.
Yeah.
And if he does lose it, he has Aegis currently. And outside of that, there's always the Disruption against the duel and the Ghost Ship to help him survive. What do you think the win chance is now?
I'm gonna say like 65.
Give me your best guess.
And it's 63.
You still thought Infamous were favored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I still think they're favored mainly because like the Lifestealer as well as the SF, like it's still burst combinations. The Legion control is still a big thing to look at. Like this is always an interesting choice. Let the Radiance burn, do the rest of it, but Whisper's hanging in the trees. But it allows for a 2/2 bounty rune control. But it's also the Ancient Apparition. Like I'm feeling like we're not feeling the influence of Stinger at all, but this Ice Blast should be putting VP in a little bit more of a world of fear, but I don't know.
He's just been dying a lot lately in the game. He dies too fast. He hasn't had the impact that he did in the first half of the game in the second one. And you're right. These Ice Blast needs to connect, and he needs to be there for his team. His one item can change the game. One Force Staff.
Yep.
Can change everything if he's alive and in range.
And Skullfell could also save a hell of a lot of people too. Like a blink into a snowball save, you can come out at any time. You got 4 stars for repositioning too.
Oh, VP are pressuring them hard here.
Yeah, they are. They've
That
come up.
tower's dead.
Yeah, no one does too much damage too quickly. There is the disarm. And even the illusion's pushing in the mid lane. X marks the spot. Ramses can move in. No one ripping apart that range Rax. He's protected by the refraction and the X mark pullback. But he's also got the Aegis Immortal. That's the bigger thing for him. E-Blade pick up now from the SF. He's still in mid lane. Chris is not here ready to fight. And because no one's just so damn strong, you can E-Blade pop him. Start stacking up the razors. Burn through no one. He's got no refraction charges, so Schofield, he'll jump himself in. Defensive disruption. K1 looking to get to the back lines. No one perfectly trapped up by the shots. But remember, it's going to be the Aegis, the Immortal. Chris now has to BKB and let the Requiem go. Oh, he wants to kill off Lina in the back lines. Is he going to raise? He's only done one. Now blinks himself away to safety. But the top rack is gone.
That time he definitely could have Requiem, though. Because this time Roar and Demonic Purge were used, and he still had his Linken's ready. But still didn't want to go for it.
They just keep... no, he wants to go for bottom lane again. Move as quick as you can, push out the other way. The creep wave's going in through the top now.
And VP got what they came for. Sure, they lose their Aegis, but they got a full lane of barracks. TA sitting on 8,000 gold. He's going to hit even harder with this Daedalus coming up in just a moment. Nope, never mind, changed his mind. He's probably going to go, is this a Manta? Is it Linken's? Or, okay, it's nothing.
It's a Satanic.
Satanic. Okay, he changed his mind completely once again.
Because nothing is stable in this game.
Not sure how much I like this Satanic, though. The status resistance is good against a lot of these stuns and the duel, I suppose,
But if the Ice Blast connects,
Yeah.
your timing can be really, really bad. But again, there's more pressure on Stinger.
it is, but it's also a more clean choice. Now you counter the 6k item, and you feel extra good about hitting the Ice Blast on this guy.
VP are ready to fight in mid, but the top lane is still pushing in. They have to send the SF back, and that's going to be a pretty open ticket for Virtus.pro to fight.
Hawk.
The TA trap sees Stinger. The Hawk's just seeing everything, and a quick blink away from Whisper. What are you doing, K1? It's like he wants to try and turn a fight. SF's TPing down to the bottom wave, and they might find that opening over on Pasha, dropping him low. Defensive disruption. Chris is still waiting for the perfect opportunity. The Razor timing wasn't great. In the back line is where the real hit comes onto the Legion Commander. She's already down. The defensive snowball came way too late. Stinger's TP out will be successful, but the rest of Infamous are trapped behind. The Roar is there to nail down the SF. They got through the Lincoln Sphere. And K1, he wants to Radiance burn down Solo, but the defensive disruption and the distance, he's got the life. Break the Lincolns once again. Snowball just buying a little bit of extra space back into the TA trap. Rage is coming off cooldown in just a second. And that'll let him move a little bit faster. He's not doing the TP, however. The Lincoln Sphere wasn't there to protect once more. These fights are so weird.
Chris didn't Requiem, and they mistimed a couple of things there. So the Ice Blast that was supposed to hit the Beastmaster, they let it fly over the top so the disruption could complete, but then he still fired it too early so he didn't get clipped, and he could blink. And the Shadow Demon didn't Requiem. He missed his last 2 raises on the Beastmaster that he committed to kill. And yeah, it just seems like they're not that confidence that they had earlier to just go for it and hit all their spells. They're second guessing themselves. That's really what it looks like.
Yep. Infamous trying to be as aggressive as they can. Tries to try and delay this buyback on the SF, but if you're going to use it, you may as well use it now, and that's exactly what happens. Ramsey's under the tier 3 tower. Tusker trying to get in close. There's the E-Blade pop and defensive disruption once again. SD makes it difficult. Lifesteal losing life quickly. Here comes your Ice Blast. It's so small, however. It will clip the back of the TA, but she's protected by the BKB. Didn't take the blast, but we'll have the chill effect. And, well, goodbye, Tusker. Dragged back down again, and look at Beastmaster Pasha. He has Raw, but that's very, very aggressive. Another bash off the back of the meld. The duel is out, but it won't be enough. E-Blade pop trying to actually protect the Legion, but she's already down the Requiem. It's so far away. I need a binoculars to see that ability. That's GG. Infamous are calling it. All the confidence is gone. And VP will take game 1. That was a swing. What was it? 92, 94%?
94.
94.
Oof.
Well, we just proved the 6%.
I kind of feel bad. I'm sitting here with this feeling of, man, that's gotta suck.
Infamous,
You know?
Infamous were really earning that. They were totally
earned that.
earning that, but they also earned the loss.
Exactly. That's what you got to point out, right? They earned the win, and then in the end, they ruined it for themselves. I don't feel like
Virtus.pro turned things around against Infamous to earn a crucial win, keeping them out of that bottom spot in Group B. We're going to take you over now to Na'Vi and RNG, a match with potential upper bracket implications as Na'Vi sitting at top 3 in the group right now, trying to avoid falling down, where RNG with that front-loaded schedule showing that they can compete.
there's actually like full vision. There's these tiny little windows, but
Yeah.
full vision between. That's actually so cool. That with just those 3 wards.
Yeah, they're aware that the
everything.
Earth Spirit just wants to keep roaming mid.
Yeah. Oh, nice kickback. Might save his life, yeah. Unless they get a Sunstrike close.
That was actually really close. If that lands, he gets a kill.
That was actually really close.
So he's going full exort build for the Sunstrike. This is the more carry build that people have going these days. You go like some Midas into Ags Rush. Eventually he's going to be able to alacrity his Gyro, and his Gyro is going to pop off, I think, this game.
That's a good point. Yeah, extra damage for Gyro can be really nice. Let's go in standard build. Basey, phase boots. Oh, we got a haunt somewhere.
Haunt on the
Go
Invoker.
mid.
Mid.
Go Dust.
Dust is ready.
They're going to TP everyone mid, but Arrow connects on the Spectre, so he's going to get stomped in their tower and killed. They TP'd Gyro, though, and he actually finished the TP, so now he's kind of just stuck in this mid area while the Earth Spirit's just going to roll away.
Not all bad, I guess. Did he get the kill? Magical got the kill initially. He bought out his wand, I guess. Not terrible. I like that he got 1 point in Desolate. I like having at least one sometimes in the laning stage.
So natural rotation because Gyro cannot lane against Enchantress top anymore. So Sand King's moving up to top.
Might as well get what she can, or what he can, right? Against Enchantress.
Gyro's now bot. He's going to finish up his phase boots. The Spectre doesn't really want to lane against the Gyro. He actually does a lot of damage. Level 7 Gyro is one of the, I think, highest damaging heroes in the game with Rocket Brush in like a single target situation. So laning against him doesn't really feel good if you can avoid it.
So Soneko's like, you don't want to go to lane? Sick, dude.
Yeah, he's going to try to get his level 6. The 10-minute bounties are coming up. The tomes are also going to come up. I think that's really big for every single support in this game. The Earth Spirit getting 6, the Warlock getting 6, the Sand King might be 6, but if he wants the tome, you know, he can maybe get another point in Epicenter.
Vision on both sides is actually pretty solid right now. It almost feels like they're saving wards for, I don't know, a certain time period. I'm not sure though.
So let's get the bounty before the stomp hits. 3 bounty runes for Navi, in which the Sunstrike Soneko is going to go down.
Well, he's got boots now, I guess.
Soneko is 2/3 of the way to his kills, or to his deaths, before he can start owning.
Dude, the vision on this map is actually ridiculous. I feel like we can see everything. There's like no fog of war at all.
That's true. That's true.
So with that Tome Soneko almost level 6.
He's going to try to walk bot maybe, sap some XP from the Sench, get Golem, and then I think they might try to do a Golem, use the Golem pretty early with the Magnetize. Run behind mid tower, maybe drop the Golem, kill the Invoker if they can.
I'm surprised Blizzy hasn't just tried to right click like twice here. But I guess he's worried about this. He doesn't have that much heal. He actually gets a kill pretty easy here. All these enchant levels kind of hurting him at this point. Like I feel like a normal enchant who's like, I don't know, 3-0-2 at this point would just walk forward and slap Monet twice. But
That was pretty cool coordination from RNG because Monet, he came bottom to dodge Enchantress and he's aware that Enchantress is gonna lane against him pretty soon. So I think he called the supports over to kick this guy out because he TP'd bottom. His TP is gonna be back up in 5 seconds. But the RNG supports are sticking around bottom too to kill this Enchantress again to cover up the Gyro. It looks like they're just gonna give up this tower. Enchantress TP's top.
Invoker finishes Midas, Spectre almost finishing his. So he's going to try to catch up in the jungle. He's actually fairly farmed, if we would know his net worth.
we'll see if they can execute. So we'll never know, dude.
All right, he's a little probably poorer than you would hope for, but the Sand King is actually really high up on the net worth, and the Viper is really farmed. I know the Dire Viper can farm really fast in his own jungle. You can stack 2 large camps at the same time. But he has Atos and Arcane Boots at 12 minutes in the game and level 10.
That's insanely fast, actually. Coming for the mid kill. Atos is ready. Feel sad, man. All this missing mana.
They're rolling. They're gonna hit a kick on the Invoker, but
His
That looks
position is
Viper's
so
too
good.
far.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he's sitting over here and not like here. They can dive mid under tower, but if he runs to the right, it's a hard approach for the Radiant side.
Afu's level 7. If he gets a nice double stomp.
Stomp into arrow. Lanham's arrow connects on the Viper.
Nice ult. His ult just came off cooldown. Sunstrike in the Viper. He's gonna go down. A call down is also gonna, finish the kill on the Earth Spirit.
That was clean execution.
Yeah.
Props to RNG supports.
What a great stomp by Afu. Made everything so easy.
His Earth Spitter came off cooldown as he casted it.
Oh, really?
He was spamming his ult.
That was awesome. Really cool combo. And Viper doesn't have that many points in Corrosive Skin. He picks up his second level here, but he just got shredded. No survivability items other than raw HP, so. Next initiation, get a Burrow Strike, Arrow follow-up. Sunstrike's gonna miss, but Flyby does not care. He's cool with that one. He's got his Veil finish as well, and it kind of just looks like Royal might run down Na'Vi repeatedly at this point, because like Na'Vi's, they want to go aggressive, and that's basically what Rod of Atos allows them, but it's hard to get the grabs if Royal's playing safe, whereas on the other side, it's a lot easier for Royal to get initiations with Blink Sand King.
Yeah, they finished the Blink on the Sand King and Veil. They have so much magic damage right now, it's hard for Na'Vi to fight into them and feel comfortable.
Yeah, they do have the big ultimates, Warlock ulti, Spec ulti, but the damage, I think, is not going to be there.
Sentry down a spot for a ward as they smoked, and now this is how they're going to force the fight here.
Unless they split them up like this.
Afu in a really good position if you can.
Viper should go first with the Atos.
Yeah, definitely should. Well, I mean, Earth Spirit's good too. He's probably going to do rolling punch back, I would imagine. This is looking actually really good for them. This is perfect timing. They see him, I think.
If they catch this gyrocopter, this could be really bad. Nice Haunt is going to spawn him out. Atos is sitting on the gyrocopter. They're going to catch him. He should just instantly blow up at the start of the fight. All the other RNG heroes are going to escape up to the left, back to the freedom of their side of the map.
Pretty worth it. Zai got the kill, 420 gold. But they used a lot there. I guess they didn't use Golem, but everything else gets pulled out. Haunt. I had to Haunt for vision.
Yeah, the Haunt was really good, I think. It also moved him to the jungle. So whenever you Haunt to your own side of the map, if you win the fight, you now get the jungle that they didn't farm. So now he's in the area that's completely free to farm. So it's a nice usage of the spell.
It was pretty unfortunate for RNG that Gyro was the one that got caught out of all 3 heroes.
Yeah, but now Entra is the one that's going to get caught. I think he should just get bursted. He's actually really tanky. He might just TP out. Oh. Did they even try right-clicking him?
The arrow was on cooldown because it was farming something.
What level is untouchable? I don't think they tried right-clicking him even once.
70 attack speed. Maybe they would have gone on. Zai goes on top of.
So he's going to get gone on. But
Sand King is coming up to back him up.
He's everywhere, dude.
Yeah, this is Sand King. Flyby. Killing spree already.
303 on the Sand King.
I mean, this is actually such a good combo to have Veil and Elder Tanks. Elder Tank's going to remove all the base magic resistance, so Veil is going to just become a raw 25% damage amp. It's like a nice little increase.
Yeah, there's just so much magical damage.
If they push this tower, I could see this being a bad fight for RNG, though. With the Warlock Golem ready, there's still a lot of damage on the side of Na'Vi. If they get a nice Fatal Bonds into a Golem with another Toxin on the ground. But
Gyro's not there, too. It's going to be a 5v4 fight.
I don't think Spectre's going to want to show up. He has no Haunt. They're just going to back. They realize how sketchy this is. And now Seneko pings out the ward on the cliff. They're going to try to deward this. This RNG movement is going to feel a little bad for them.
Yeah, Crystallize has got to be happy with this for sure. It's on the opposite side of the map. He just got his TP. Actually, if they would have forced a fight, he wouldn't have been able to be there. So a little bit fortunate for Na'Vi that they didn't get engaged on.
We were expecting earlier the Invoker would go Quasvex and he would get the Spirit Vessel, but as we can see, like it's an Exort Invoker and Mirana's getting the Spirit Vessel, which is really good because Spirit Vessel is needed against Enchantress for sure. His level 15 talent, everyone gets the +8 Wisps talent, and it cures him a crazy amount.
Well, they see the Invoker. The Earth Spirit's going to try to jump on him. Earth Spirit's going to get Echo Slammed and stunned, and they're going to just turn on the Earth Spirit. There's a nice arrow on the Enchantress on the top left of the fight. And the nice Meteor is going to finish the Earth Spirit, but the Invoker's going to go down. The Gyro's finally showed up with a good call down.
Flyby getting low. He's going to Burrow Strike to the high ground and now get chased a little bit. Afu also taking some damage here. No dagger for a few seconds, but he gets caught. This could buy Afu's life, with the Quelling Blade especially. He's going to go for the TP.
Oh, he gets out.
Good escape there. Would have definitely suicided going for the tree cut, but good escape. Either way, pretty decent team fight win. It's okay. Let's trade our Spirit for the Invoker. That's going to be worth it. No Haunt used.
They're going to get the tower too. I think that's the bigger thing.
Towers killed. Gyro not in the fight?
He wasn't in the fight. He
okay.
tried to catch the Enchantress, but he was way too tanky for him.
I see.
Yeah, with the hood finished.
A couple hoods being finished, actually.
Tried for the arrow.
Yeah, Viper's going to have one too. So, yeah, a little bit one-dimensional damage. That's definitely one of the issues going on Royal's side. I mean, the Sunstrike helps too, but Going to be hard for them to get these kills with these hoods. See if they try. He's got to land the arrow, I think.
The arrow's so close. Monet trusted in his teammate.
That was such a hard kill either way, though, honestly.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is
think
very
he does.
tanky.
He has a hood. He has a TP even from one hero. They might turn it even. RNG saved their life by missing the arrow.
On the bright side, it's going to limit Magical's farm speed. He's not going to feel comfortable going to the next creep wave. He's not going to feel comfortable entering the jungle right away. So as long as it's going after Viper and not the Spectre, I don't think he cares too much, even if the Radiance gets a little bit delayed. Blizzy's still pushing out the top lane, also going for Midas, and they know where this game is going. They're probably looking at the Royal lineup and saying, we got our hoods, we're slowing things down, we're occasionally getting kills, let's just aim for the late game.
Midas on the Enchantress Sphere is especially great because he doesn't have any flash armor abilities to clear out creeps.
Do you still think it's okay to buy it this late, though?
I think it's okay after like one item. Because he knows that this game's going to go late. And he doesn't want to fall off.
Invoker finishing up his Ags already. Guy came back from a nice lane, but he might go back down if he gets killed here. Nice Atos is going to just cancel the TP. And nothing he can do. Maybe he can try Ghost Walk, but there's a nice dust.
That was so much damage. I got 620 out of that with AoE gold. And the solo kill. That's a lot. But we told you guys, his KDA doesn't look amazing. 2, 5, and 4, but he's a beast.
Just watch out. Once he gets his blink is when he starts.
Blink
making
or
the
Spirit.
plays.
Have we seen this before? I think we have. It's very good.
This guy is probably one of the few Earth Spirits that actually
I
consistently
think it's
buys
the only Earth Spirit that I've seen.
Maybe you should take some notes.
Speaking of notes, Febby, have you practiced your play-by-play yet today?
I mean, I did it yesterday, but like Gunnar seems to be doing a much better job than me. So.
His voice is kind of boring though when he calls the team fight. If I was reading chat right now, I guarantee
There's resident
there's
sleepers.
some resident sleepers in chat.
Febby, you're gonna have some nice...
I think you're the talented one in the trio here for the play-by-play. I think it's you got to step up this game.
You told me you were practicing, right?
Unless we're curing what doctors can't cure, insomnia. So.
Then we'll take turns. How about that? Going on, Febby, come on.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
No. Okay, next one. All right, this Monet kill.
Febby?
Oh, am I doing it? All right, they're
Yeah.
rolling up, but nothing's happening though. All right, so Monet uses the homing missile on Earth Spirit, but they just disengage. And it looks like nothing's gonna happen.
I like this homing missile. It looks like a spider. I think it's a naval mine or something, right? Yes, the mind of the swooping elder, of course.
Of course.
Are you a fan of the swooping elder set?
Yeah, I guess so. I am now. I didn't know I was, but I am.
So Evoker's hitting up the Boots of Travel into a BKB. Boots of Travel is really nice to just push around the map, get farmed. But BKB is really necessary, I think. I think he might even go BKB before the bots, just so he can actually not get killed just by an Earth Spirit.
It's like one of the scary things about being an Invoker this game, it feels like, is that number one, Earth Spirit's going to be diving on top of him. And then the number two is that the people that follow up are also tanky. So it's not like he can just get away with like, oh, I'm just going to Deafening Meteor, blow up one guy that defends. So it feels like if he does get caught with dust, he
It looks
definitely
like
needs
they're
BKB.
gonna go on the Spectre, but Crystallized Spider senses are tingling and he just backs up. Or does he? He gets impaled, Mirana, arrows, Starfall, everything's there, and kapow! They just blow everything on him. And I think that's it. They're just gonna disengage RNG. They're gonna be happy with that pickup.
Dewards the cliff as well.
I couldn't even tell he had Dispersion. Like, Dispersion effectively was his base magic resistance there.
Yeah.
So he just died like a normal hero.
Yeah. Just right before the Spectre Radiance too, so he's not gonna be slightly set back up here, but you know, until right now, I feel like the tempo of the game, Navi is kind of happy with it because they've been picking off the Invoker quite a few times. They picked Gyro once, too.
Oh, nice leap from the Mirana, dodging the roll.
I thought it was nice on everybody involved. I love fights like that where like everybody makes a good play and it just like elongates the fight and it becomes this like weird convoluted game of chess. Those are like the best team fights.
I know Secret's really good at that, where they kind of all live the fight for like 50% HP, then they all go down to 30, they all go down to 20, and then they maybe still lose the fight. But
Zayak with the invis, he finds one, and it's Mirana, Lanham, the big dick. Oh, impale right as he rolling borders. Perfect combination, impale into arrow, perfect.
All right, Febby, you're the permanent play-by-play caster now. It's official.
Why? What happened?
RNG take a nice fight here, seizing some momentum into the mid game. But we're going to take you over to Stream A as Chaos and TNC are in a marathon 61-minute game.
The rest of the team, they're pushing him in. Chaos, they're going straight for the mid-racks here. Fortification pop, there's jump forward, front faded. He's got to be careful, he bought back for that.
Armel getting control to jump forward.
Faded.
Chrono hits nobody.
Oh, he gets nobody. He got... Oh,
The second one, he throws it onto Tims this time, but Tims is getting healed.
There's a hand of God. Tims is getting saved. Tims will surely die. No, Tims is fine.
He didn't even die.
Tims is fine. They get the racks. Chaos got... It was a distraction. It was just distraction tactics. It didn't matter that it was two not very great chronos because it was just a distraction.
They've got to try to disengage here, though. Tims, very low. He's actually jumping forward.
Soul
He
Bind.
gets the double hex.
The hex combo's there. They've got to be
Portrait.
careful with the jump forward. The Light Striker raised down. They managed to slam down Milan. Milan's out of the game. He'll buy back. Jump forward from Gabby with the Tempest double. They've got the Silence to Mute. They've got everything to bring down Misery as well. Misery has got the buyback available. Milan's already used his.
Cuckoo finds Matumba Man here, too. The BKB's on cooldown.
They've got the chain stun. They've got the control. And they've got the damage. Matu is dead as well. TNC fighting back hard and ready to chase down for more.
My God, Tims jumped in with 180 HP to get that double hex combo off there.
Milan.
He's
got
also
the
grabbed
setup.
up. He's got BKB.
And he's got to be careful. He did ball back. He ball back for that.
Yep. Jump
In.
forward. Kazu
What
gets
they
the duel. with
That's the
blink
real
up.
Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby, I think he fell asleep.
And they get Tims, too.
He was just standing there.
1,800 gold for Kazu.
I think he was looking at the
The
corner.
chronosphere.
Got nothing.
It
He
hit
got
nobody.
nothing. It did it again. Oh, no. Every time he's missing them.
God, that would have been such a big one, too. They would have had 2 of the cores down, probably, if they were able to get that one there. Gabby, though, dead for 100. 80 as well on Tims. They're trying to save their buyback. They need a breather. This is what pause.
Well, that's a BM
63.
pause. That's a BM pause.
I need
You
a-
pause after that.
I need a breather.
Another
Oh.
chrono down the drain. Oh, da.
All right,
Go.
they're back. They're reset. Okay. Crazy game, though, going on already. This is insane. So how's our... Okay, buyback statuses. Let's
We've
go.
got Roshan a minute and a half.
So 4 buybacks on cooldown for Chaos. They're trying to force something forward here. The Lina, Armel, the only one without buyback on the side of TNC. Chaos. Are they going to take the big risky play forward here? Force these buybacks, but they have to be careful not to lose heroes during it. Tims will be the one just to do it, just so maybe he can hold on to Gabby's for the team. A full heart now picked up for Matumba Men. So heart, that rest, the health regen amplification we have heard works with Octarine, with the spell lifesteal and everything, so this should make him pretty buff. He's gonna start those edicts on that Rax.
Yes, should be able to get the melee here.
They're really trying to hold on onto Gabby's buyback. Creeps starting to get sent into the base here. AU does have the one Dark Troll Summoner hitting that melee Rax for 20 damage.
Oh.
And now the buyback. Gabby's porting into the base.
Look at the hex on Matu. Will be taken off. Tims goes with the soul bind. They're TPing back. As if the base is in trouble. Gabby's Tempest double. Bring the melee instead. Oh, they've caught him.
They caught him.
They've caught him.
Uh-oh.
They've caught him faded.
Oh, no.
Got left behind.
Faded.
He's dead without buyback. Oh, dear.
They have the ward on the high ground there. They're able to catch him. Oh, no. 120 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's not been a great game for the Void.
No, VT faded again. This
Yeah.
time he's so important.
It's-
And now TNC.
Yeah.
This is going to be up to Kezu. Can Kezu find Gabby again in this game? Will he be able to kill Gabby again?
He's got all
He's
the
got
damage.
the Aghanims. He's got the
the damage.
370 damage. He will be able to kill him if he spots him.
Let's see. It's going to have to be 4v5 now for the next 80 seconds. Was it Roshan's coming back up?
By the way, he did take the 5+5 units, so
I
lots
told
of,
you,
yeah, he
he
did.
wants the army.
Wants the army. So
Wants
they
the
actually
army
do.
out.
Kezu trying to push out top in the meantime.
Okay.
67 seconds though. This should be mega creeps here. TNC if it's
At
secure.
least. And mid-Brax falling very low.
Hexes.
They're jumping
He jumps
forward.
forward.
The angle, shackle shot.
The Inkswell connects on the with the Dark Portrait, and now going for that top.
Yeah, they're happy with just taking the melee Rax mid.
Yep. Kazu was starting to actually split push onto the tier 4, so this is a Legion commander with that plus 370.
He has got a lot of damage. You got to watch out for the rat.
Cuckoo jumping forward, gives it an enchant totem. Gives it a second one. He wants it.
Oh,
he's hexed.
He's going to get hexed. They've got the stop. Cuckoo's getting control. Matsu moves in with the BKB on top of AU. There's the jewel. Kezu. He's able to catch out Cuckoo, take down the Shaker, move over for more. The Shackle connects. Momentarily doesn't latch, but it's enough to hold back AU.
Yep.
Misery's not done. Another Shackle. There you go. The cooldown.
Ooh, that's the big one.
And they've got it. The Hex. Armel's dead.
There's
No
no
buyback for Armel now. And that is going to be the Void back in the game. They're up against Mega Creeps.
Draw the line. That's the draw the line
straight
down
mid.
How many Mega Creep comebacks have we had here?
This is the point where, as Chaos, you just casually say to the team, all right, well, let's end mid. Let's end mid. Just end mid. They're going to go and end mid.
Send
going
it
to try
straight down. This is where Gabby set up 1,000,000 Spark Wraiths. Send them up everywhere. 500 Spark Wraiths.
I think you're having a sort of a morale talk with Faded here. You're saying, look, Faded, if you can just get a good chrono, we will win the game.
They're going to keep the split push going, though, for TNC. That's the thing.
Faded gets a good chrono.
They're going to keep sending all this, and if they're able to cut that creep wave in the mid lane, do they actually have any... They have no more Chen creeps set up in the area.
To mid.
Gabby, though, is looking to be a nuisance anyway, jumping forward, just starting to... He's poke on some heroes here. He will die with that Tempest double. Chaos.
Oh, it's the full man smoke. They're going to try and set it for the jump for the high ground. There's 70 seconds without Armel. They've got a lot of team fight, even without Delina.
Look at all the Spark Wraiths. They're all set up around the place. Yeah. Tim's has a Refresher Shard, so we could see the double Soulbind, double Hex. 4 units could get hexed.
A Refresher Orb.
A Refresher Orb, sorry. I said apologies.
Come on.
No, I'm getting excited, Owen. Come on, don't break my... Spark Wraiths aplenty, all set up all over the place here on their high ground, trying to buy time. You see the side lanes being dealt with, Misery as well as Matumba Man trying to push those out. Any type of ways to stall. Gabby jumps forward with the temples. It'll die so fast. Oh my god, Chaos.
30 seconds until Armel's back. Faded. Time walks in aggressively because it's been popped.
That's the first leash. The portrait's down too.
This there is hitting back onto him.
He's hitting hard. Kezu's also...
Kezu is just dying. He's got to get out. And he will.
The splitter.
15 seconds and Lena's back. The splitter.
Doesn't connect on anything.
Gets nothing at all.
He's got the cooldown reduction, though. He's got the minus 75, so it's back up in 15.
Bottom line, Tempest double again. Send into the base.
Yep, they're keeping the split push going. Armel is going to be respawning in 2.
Dude, he's going to help it. Faded is going to jump across. They won't be able to kill off the double, but the tier 4 nearly falls, but they push them back. TNC have got everyone back in the game.
God.
Still in this position where Mega Creeps are against Chaos. TNC still have the full set of racks safe down bottom. 69 minutes in now to this game. It's bordering on one of the what was the longest game? In fact, I can check that out on my.
We had a little bit of
the longest game we've had so far.
We had an 82.
There was an 82. All right, so we're still a bit off there.
Definitely a possibility for this one.
This game does feel like it's on the verge of going one way or the other.
Yeah, it's looking at the buyback status.
The buybacks are nearly back.
Yeah. VT Faded will have his back up in about 7 seconds. They draw the line toward the bottom racks. Spark Wraiths are starting to be set up. TNC. Gabby already set up to push up that top lane. These Mega Creeps, they will punch pretty hard onto those tier 4s as well as that throne. Kazu.
He's going to be the first to jump.
He's smoked. Kazu is hitting for 700 damage right now.
The base.
Indeed. Keep having to address that one there. They have the TPs with the boots of travel, so they're always able to come back. Those bounty runes as well. These bounty runes worth 900 gold each.
Roche is there. Roche is there to whoever dare take it. Axe and Refresher Shard.
Whoever dare indeed, as there's...
Anyone who would really love an axe right now.
Okay, the 4th buyback is just ticked available now. Matumba Man up in 30 as well as Misery in 30.
Who's going in?
He can kill it pretty easily by himself.
He takes,
Roche. I forgot Roche is hitting for fun.
A ball.
Just kidding. Plus 420.
A ball. Get out of that.
That actually hits so hard.
A strong man.
I guess usually you don't see people trying to solo the Roche.
At 70 minutes.
At 70 minutes.
At 70 minutes. What sort of stats has Roche got?
He's buff.
He's got plus 420 damage.
Yeah. 43 armor.
43 armor.
Does he have more damage, plus damage than Kazu? He has... Oh, Kezu is plus 438 off the dual damage, so Roche is almost beating him on the dual damage.
He's got a lot of...
Oh, oh, oh. Gabby sending the double in here.
Okay, just
All right.
to spot things out.
Spotting people.
Keep tabs on what's going on around this Roshan area of the map.
Setting up those spark rays. Now they know, so now they might... Do they have a smoke available on the side of TNC? They... I don't believe actually, do they? Does anyone have one? I don't see anyone carrying one right now. Does the courier have one? It does not. On Chaos they do, on TNC they don't.
%57%. Just Dota plus at the moment. Slight lead, slight edge given to TNC despite
It's
being
just
at the
all up
net
to
of advantage.
execution
But
in the fights. It's jumps
Yeah,
and
it
executions.
is.
Does he get the chronos?
Vader's got to get
not?
the. If he gets a chrono, if he gets a good chrono, they will win the game. He's just struggled to find that good chrono really for the most part of the game. Maybe.
Misery, next up.
Faded.
Quick look away. Look at the portrait.
Tier 4 is dying. They're gonna have to send someone back, and they will. Matu, he's falling
hurts,
low.
it
He's
hurts,
falling
it hurts,
low.
it hurts.
It's gonna be BKB off. Stay alive, but have to be careful about these split push plays for Gabby. They hurt. You have to send back multiple heroes each time. One hero is not enough. Gabby will simply kill them. The Nullify Bloodthorn combination. I should say, if he gets another damage item, obviously with the way that he's playing, he can sort of buy a damage item, just slip it into his inventory when he creates the double and put the blink back in
Or even
afterwards, you know?
or just move the BKB.
Yeah, especially when it's...
If you can
it's
get
on
the
cooldown.
double combo, yeah.
Yep.
Jump for it again. ET Faded brings it down very easy, especially when that ET is next to it with that natural order. Yeah, tier 4 dropping very low.
It's nearly done.
And the creeps are again already in position. You see one or two of them positioned up there on that right side for Gabby to always be able to push forward in.
I don't know if we said, but taking the backtrack time in this game.
Yeah. Because I think it's just because he's versus like Lena and all that, so it's just, not that massive chronosphere.
There's a wild wing
Yep, he's got him set up.
without the Ripper.
So if you...
In the pit, it's a big trap being set up with these Spark Graves.
Oh my god,
Don't jump in the pit.
Do not walk into the pit.
Don't walk into the pit.
VT Faded, don't do it.
Don't do it. He won't.
Send
He
an
won't.
illusion.
Yeah, so he's sending an
there you
illusion
go.
in.
And... Oh, no.
Don't send.
Eat the
Don't
raids.
go into the pit.
And set up some more raids, set up the next Manta. Okay, set up more raids.
That's a bad place.
And all the buybacks now coming back available.
Well, for everyone?
For everybody in about 50
Everybody.
seconds.
50 seconds.
Cuckoo as well as AU.
Think so.
What's our current gold again, too, as well? Let's look at that one now. Current gold, 9,300, 8,600. Yeah, lots of money. Everybody's trying to save up that buyback. There's more luxury items. And Aeon Disc now picked up from VT Faded as well. Trying to protect himself. But he does have to be careful that there is a nullifier. There is always going to be that aspect to be able to purge off that Aeon Disc in some situations.
As long as he gets the chrono.
That's all he needs.
That's all his job needs to be right now. They have damage around him. Roche again, turning into a big no-go zone.
Tim has actually spent his gold on a Shadow Blade, so he's 850 shy of that buyback.
He should get it back in time, though, I think, at this pace. I don't think that's going to be a worry.
He's trying to keep the lanes pushed out bottom. The Mega Creeps will naturally push it out, but he's trying to really force the issue here. And he's also got wards, so he's trying to play some deep wards to try to catch something here for his team, as those are going to be kind of unsuspected by Chaos at this point in the game. They're setting traps around all over the place here.
Double. Can the two of them try for Matu? They do. They pop the Lincolns. They're in with the Nullify, the Bloodborne as well. Do they have the damage to kill him in time? The Hex is out. Matu's falling low. Matu will just be saved in time. Kezu's there.
Press the attack by Kezu.
Keeps Manu fine. Meanwhile, AU is found. Faded and Misery will be able to move over to TNC's half of the map and get the kill on the Chen.
I mean, Misery's really starting to transition. He's got the Blink, he's got the Maelstrom, he's got the Force Step, he's got the Aghanims queued up too. I mean, he's starting to back a bunch as well. Everyone in this game all farming up.
And what is the shackle shot cooldown with that 25 talent now? We sort of joked about seeing, but it's got to that point, you know. Yeah, got to that point quite a while ago. 5.6 second cooldown.
Yeah,
so
everybody.
what is it? 3.8 seconds on 5.6 second cooldown.
Matumbaman, again, now looking for the split push up top. He's hiding a little bit in
he's
the tree
in the trees.
They want to try to find him.
The Fissure. It's got him. They're on top of him.
The Butcher travels.
Everything's being blown up on him. Matu will be saved again. Kezu coming in. Saving the boy Matu. He'll do all the Tempest double, because why don't you just get the damage out of there, get the threat eliminated. Kezu for the second time with his upgraded bots saving Matumbaman's backside.
Yeah. So close to him being brought down there.
They're lucky that Matu's... well, I guess because of that, he's got a lot of tankiness, and as long as he's got the spells going, he can live long enough to buy time for Kezu to come in, but it's so close, each and every one of them.
Look how much he heals for, too, because the heart gets to press the attack, he gets the extra regen from that heart.
Heart and Octarine.
Yep, Heart Octarine.
That's the magical healing combo, and into the pit they go. Chaos. They'll get this. Who needs an axe? Does anyone still need an axe?
Let's give it a Milan.
Give it a Milan? I'll give it a Misery. How many I guess Milan's here? So Milan will take it.
Yep. And there's cheese, guys. The cheese. No, they left the cheese.
They left the cheese.
Because the base is dying.
All right. They did need to focus on the fact that the base is in a little bit of trouble.
Cuckoo.
The trouble is eliminated, but that is the tier 4 down and the Ancient now exposed.
All right, everybody getting all their items. It looks like we're going to pass this 82-minute mark on.
I think so.
I think we are.
That's great for my prediction. What did I say?
What did you say?
I'm going. I need 100 minutes.
Oh, they're set up on the side here. Matumbaman. This time they brought reinforcement. They brought another one. They brought 3, and this time it's the real Arc Warden. He actually blinks away and throws the double.
He's stunned. Where's the backup? There it is. Misery's in town. He's there to save them. Jump forward for Armel. Armel's in. Is going to be popped. He tries to slide to the side. Will be able to get the blink out. Goes for the blink TP. Is he going to make it away in time? He will. He's out.
And Matumbaman dropping low to the Tempest double as well as that Dark Portrait. He will get the TP out though. His jumps forward and won't be able to get the nullifier in time.
Milan. He's killing Milan. Milan.
They have the vision.
Milan.
The hit.
Oh, the evasion.
Oh.
Something.
What evasion?
Something. I just looked like that last hit didn't hit him. Something stopped it. I don't know. Maybe I guess he just didn't have any sort of procs on that last attack.
Yeah, I guess it didn't do much damage. Atop now again. They've got the trap set up. They're looking for Matumbaman again. The fissure this time. This time can they do it?
This time.
They've got the stun lock.
Oh, but the team isn't coming in. Kezu! He tries, but now Kezu's in trouble himself. They've got the vision. Jump forward. Kezu chased down. They'll both down. Faded. Coming in big. But is it big enough? They get one kill. Faded. Eel disc is popped. The buybacks are coming out.
He's getting used. The splitter's coming down. They're protecting him. TNC trying to disengage.
Going back in. Tims has brought back Cuckoo into the trees. The Hex down. Faded continues to chase. Cuckoo continues to hide. Kezu finds him into the trees with the jewel. And Faded's not done yet. Looks towards Armel. Light Strike will slow him down for now. Upgraded bots bringing him more on top of Faded. Great blink from Armel into the trees.
Ooh.
Power shot is revealing when Kezu's in. Is there anything to cancel? There's not. The Lincolns keeps Armel safe. So Armel will escape. 2 buybacks from Chaos used on that effort. Just the one from TNC. Chaos, it is the 2 cores. TNC just Tims as a support.
Now, immediately starting to boot to travel into the base, keep that pressure trying to go. Gabby, illusion roll, Tempest double will die pretty much instantly.
To the Ancient. The Hellbear.
I mean, it is feeling pretty hard for TNC to end the game. Lina, like, Armel isn't really contributing a whole lot anymore in the game. Like, they've got all the combos that come out.
What are they scanning out for here? What's this curry doing?
He's getting a gem. Cuckoo's probably like, yo, is my gem still up here?
Oh, and it is?
It is.
It is. I'll take that.
Save himself some gold. There's a jump forward.
Wait, hold up!
1-2 swing. Kezu easily brings that one down.
How much damage you got on Kezu?
504.
504.
What's the highest dual damage in a pro match? I mean, it's probably absurdly high. There's probably like some 1200
I think
one.
probably over 1,000. Yeah.
What about the highest one at TI? Highest dual
No,
damage at TI?
well, okay, yeah, it's got to be the highest at TI.
It's got to be possible.
Yeah, a lot of people play Legion. Yep. Refresher Orb for Faded has been picked up. He's got the money for that and buyback. In fact, you know, he's got money for that and buyback and a house. He's got 8,600 gold still to spend.
Yep, he's jumping
a lot
forward.
of money Faded.
Pushing in the wave. Matumbaman dealing with the wave as well. They're trying to force buybacks.
Get these buybacks out. As one of them.
Zayus trying to save Cuckoos as long as possible. This last frags. This last lane. He's going to get protected continuously by that bubble. They propped the Aeon disc as well, too. Now VT Faded probably feel a little bit afraid.
1 minute or 2 minutes remaining until we pass the longest game time so far
20
during our
minutes
TI group stage.
until I get my battle pass points.
Ports, rainbow ports coming in. Gabby continuing to try to beat on the throne, but it's not really doing much of anything now. It's just forcing reactions back.
See what the play is going to be next. Chaos, no, they're building that gold lead. I mean, they'll be getting the Roshans, getting the Ages and such. Still Silver Edge.
Okay, yeah, he's trying to buy pretty much anything, and that's
Kazu.
Yep. He has to spend his gold, right? Why not? He doesn't have the buyback available anyway. Do they don't have an AC? They don't have an AC.
I mean, who wants an AC?
I mean, Kazu. Instead of Adesso, right?
he
Isn't it
doesn't.
just better for over the whole team? I guess eventually he'll probably swap it, but... I mean, right now it's not about items. It's just about who gets caught on the side lanes without buyback, and do they actually catch the Chronos? The gold lead at this point, sure, it's 28,000. It doesn't really mean too much at this late stage, as everybody pretty much max slotted.
Think if having any sort of surprise items come out.
He's got his
Looks to be.
Aghanim's now, so he's got the double win run cooldown with the cooldown reduction, so he can always be running around invis looking for setup around the map too.
Oh, TNC's coming out.
They've got a smoke available finally again. Can they actually find something with it here? Cuckoo. He sees Milad. Milad. A little bit look away.
Faded.
Faded. BKB.
BKB.
Jumps forward. Will to find anything.
BKB.
Matama Man has an OG TP, I just realized. When he TP's in.
Oh, yeah.
Gabi. This throne doing about 100 damage to it. As we hit, and now have we surpassed it? I believe we have. Longest game during the TI group stages, unless one other one that's going on right now is longer than this.
I don't think so.
We have surpassed.
And this has got to be the longest.
Yep. Both teams just so careful.
One that we still don't know quite who's going to take it. It really is.
It really is up in the air.
Yeah, 56%
Yep.
TNC. It's as close as it's going to get, really, to 50-50 this game. Despite Chaos having a 30k gold lead, but they're the mega creeped.
Yep.
Mega creeped.
They're going to start having to set up traps in other places. That's what TNC wants to do. So they're going to set up a Spark Wraith trap up here toward the top side. Hoping that somebody just accidentally walks into it. They've got the vision on the left side here. TNC continue to play around their vision, hoping that somebody does make their way over here. Elder Titan, even Milan, has now eaten a Moonshard.
Opening stun.
Tim's
Lincoln's
breaks the
popped.
Lincolns.
Takes the follow-up. Eon just will keep it safe. Plus the BKB goes for the solo chrono onto Tims. Tims will be the focus, so they'll take down
He's
the
got no
Grimstroke.
buyback.
They get the duel. Managed to lock down another. The Eon just keeping him safe for a little bit of time, but not safe long enough. Armel's dead as well. Chaos get two. Armel has buyback. Tims, as you say, does not.
They want Gabby. He has the refresher.
They want AU
there it
as
is,
well.
the double jump, and he doesn't have mana for the chrono.
Kezu
He's
and
on top
AU.
of Gabby.
They're chasing him. AU's going to get punched down, and indeed, Faded gets Gabby, the big kill.
And he doesn't actually have mana for the Chronosphere, which is great, because now he actually has the Chronosphere.
He's got Chrono to end the game. Now there's 4 dead on TNC. 2 of them at buyback. Armel's going to use it. Gabby's got buyback as well, but there's both supports dead for over 80 seconds.
They're setting
Chaos
up
have
for
the
bottom.
full 5-man ready to push with.
Can they get Matama Man down?
Oh.
They're going to try.
Cuckoo.
He's pretty tanky, though.
He's very, 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 very tanky, but he's not. Oh, he's going to live. He's going to live. Kezu saves him again. Kezu with the save. They get the double. They look to try and jump for more. Cuckoo on the retreat. Misery hunting in the trees. Cuckoo trying his best to get down the lane. Milan's hunting with the stomp, but won't find him. Cuckoo will escape.
They have to go back.
They have to
address
go
those
back.
Creeps.
We have to go back.
It's really just feeling impossible, though, for TNC to take fights, right? They can get these, like,
But
side
Chaos
pickups,
is
but
what-
in the fights, it doesn't seem like they have anything that they can do, because, like, Kezu actually just kills anybody he walks up to.
Oh, he does 570 damage.
Yeah, he's just killing anyone.
Oh, Cuckoo.
Oh,
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
He's got him. Faded. He's found Cuckoo alone. The 2 of them will take Cuckoo down.
The creeps are being sent in. Is it going to survive? It is. They're sending in Gabby's Tempest double. He's trying to do the split
Backdoor
push.
protection, though.
Yep,
There's
and there
no
goes
creep wave near the base right now, but at least you can just clean out the creep wave of Chaos. But Chaos, they're coming down the mid.
Yeah, Kezu actually, they just canceled their TPs. They're like, don't go back to defend. We have the creep waves pushed out. We have backdoor. Get ready to end this game. Cuckoo forced to buy back. 13 seconds for Tims, 30 for AU. How long for Chrono? 25 seconds.
25 seconds faded. He can close the game up with a solid Chrono. As they're taking the Megas. Chaos.
3-4 hits on the racks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Kezu there that time.
Cuckoo buying back. AU's going to be back in 10. Mega Creeps versus Mega Creeps, ladies and gentlemen.
Stomp connects on the Tempest double. The Aeon Disc is procced here on VT Faded. They might jump forward on him here. But the pressing attack actually goes on
going to get the Hex. Soulbind connects. Gabby's in with the jump. They managed to nuke him down. Buyback immediately comes out from Faded. Kez is in with the duel. Locks down Tims. Tims set for 100. As he's back in Faded. He's got the Chrono onto Armel. Armel needs help and he needs it now. The Eon just keeping him safe for a little bit of time. He's trying to back away. The Bashes around. Jump on Cuckoo. It goes up and the throne is dead. Chaos will get the victory at 86 minutes in. They've done it. They've won a second game in the group stage. It isn't all doom and gloom for Chaos. They get a win.
Another mega creep comeback at TI. How many mega creep comebacks have we had during the group stages? I think more mega creep comebacks in like one group stage than all the other TIs
I think
together.
So.
What the hell?
This is just a brilliant time for Dota 2. We get some fantastic games. And this one, Chaos will be the side to come out on top of it.
That was beautiful by Chaos, right? They kept themselves disciplined. They had that early game that looked really good. Then that mid game was starting to look a little bit painful, but they brought it back. They took it to the ultra late game. They kept the farm. Kezu actually coming in super clutch, saving so many teammates
He
there.
did. Kezu, people like to laugh and joke about but that game, Kezu, he knew what to do. He said, give me the Legion. And they played the best Legion game of his life there
He
at
really
the end
did.
of it all.
He really
Those
did.
late game plays from Kezu, he showed the magic that he'd been training for his entire career with all the Legion games that he's played. That was what it was for. Coming in big, getting those saves, making those plays, building up that damage.
What an absolute treat.
86 minutes and 30 seconds, the longest game so far of TI9, and Chaos are able to outlast TNC to get only their second win. They're keeping their tournament hopes alive. When we left that RNG Na'Vi game on Stream B, RNG had seized the mid-game momentum. They were able to hold on and never give it back, taking the first game of that series, game 2 just about to get underway. In game 1 on our third stream, 33's Juggernaut was never able to get online for NIP as they dropped the first game against Vici. You see the game 2 draft on your screen now, just wrapping up. But we're going to take you over to Stream D, where VP got a pair of early kills in an aggro tri lane around Ramses' Juggernaut, but Infamous roared back in the mid game, getting a triple kill on the Whisper Beastmaster and the mid tower. We take you now to the game knotted at 9-12 at the 17-minute mark. Here are Toby, One, and Synderen.
CK is still he never wants to join these fights. Finished up the Sanj, working towards the BKB. Has to actually bring a TP scroll out in the courier. Stinger, gonna find Solo. Drops the Observer Ward, not exactly where he wanted to drop it, however. Yeah, quick sentry, get rid of the other. Oh no, Roger Quelling bladed it. Stinger has to burn an extra 100 gold. Not exactly what he wanted to have happen, but this is the reason why Quelling Blades become very popular for the supports.
Yeah, this seems to be happening quite a lot in the games that we watch, that there's overlap of sentries, much more nowadays than there was a year ago.
That's a good movement down as well. Like,
it's also because they're cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Because they used to be 100. They were 100 last year, right? And now they're 75.
That's true.
And wards were 75, another 50. So there's like just more resources available.
Mm-hmm. I keep doing the wrong math. I keep saying, oh, you burned 200. It's actually, yeah, 150. Roger. Giving a lot of good information to find K1. He's got Phantasm available. And the team is nearby. Global Silence is still not up. There's the sentry wall being planted out. Infamous knew that the wall was planted down. That may be an easier target for Roger to go on, but yeah, you're just not feeling it. There's no vision inside the Radiant jungle. They don't know who's behind. Interesting to also see Whisper, like, very, like, just brown boots walking around. but very quickly getting to that level 3 Necro book.
He knows it's a key item in this game. It's really, really good for a couple of reasons. We've talked about what it can dispel. We didn't talk about if it ends up dying. Necrophos can't control his aura, eventually killing off this Necro and taking that burst damage. And if he's going, now that he's going for Radiance, it's going to die that much faster. It can contribute to a little bit of a surprise kill. Damage you're not expecting is always really good against Necrophos because it's kind of a balancing act playing this hero. It's about you want to take as much damage as possible without dying so that the enemy wastes time and then you out-heal it. And if there's something you didn't account for, like a surprise Dagon or, you know, like a Zeus ulti, whatever it would be, you can just be that little bit extra.
Top push is coming in. TP's on the way. Roger's already gone invis with the level 3 Necro books down, actually. Kind of lost one of them already. Roar out, Juggernaut. Man, that's a lot of damage. Global Stance as well, making sure there's no follow-up, but Afro just going to meta style it off. I mean, Ramsey's looking over towards Whisper. Yeah, I'm going to correct myself mid-fight. Whisper, lucky not to die into the signs of no one. Sponsored by FN.
That was an ambitious turn, though. He roared a carry who has high armor and a Manta style with his Necro book, and the only hero who was there to help, who was even there to help? They globaled? Who was there?
And he lost...
was Silencer there? Or was it the Tiny?
Scoffel was nearby. It was Tiny.
Okay.
And he already lost one of the Necros. He lost the blue.
Yeah. VP will happily take that. They use global as well, so now there's like a little bit of a power play for them where they can play that bit more aggressively on the map. Oh, looks like we're dewarding again, huh?
Yeah. Avalanche got to create some space to get the... Oh, got it.
Got what he wanted.
Yeah, sentry for sentry. Or sentry for obs. It's all these different creative places just around the corners of trees. You got to start planning your obs wards.
Yeah, that's how it goes when there's this abundance of sentries and cheaper sentries now than there used to be. You got to get that bit more creative because the enemy team will generally have the resources to counter out your wards as soon as they get access to an area. It's kind of cool to see.
Scoffel? Yeah, nothing's real there. BKB's almost done for Chris. You're also getting a hand of minus in for Stinger. That's his next major item. Scoffel's trying to go for that survivability by getting the Ghost Scepter. And leaves Beastmaster to work his way into his own BKB.
Ramses is farming a stack. He's going to get full Maelstrom, his drums and Manta. He's probably going to go for the... just to complete the Mjolnir to be able to fight Chaos Knight that bit better. And there's Necro 3. So...
It's actually enough to find Chaos Knight. Like, obviously, because you got to find a blend of damage and survivability, because CK is going to hit him real hard.
The Radiance Necrophos is really good against Chaos Knight if he stays alive. The Radiance burn, the damage from the aura, as well as the Death Pulses will quickly kill off the CK ulti together with an Omni Slash. And it also gives targets for Chain Frost to bounce on, which can be both a blessing and a curse depending on the situation. You don't want all of your bounces to go on CK ultis usually. You'd like to hit heroes and kill them, but sometimes it can be great to kill off the ulti too.
Infamous being real cheeky. Going into Roshan, the Hawks giving him information. There is that fresh Radiance over on Necros. They blink in, jump, raw, everything they've got. Torrent ship, and it's just throwing the kitchen sink down towards Virtus Pro. A good Omni Slash out from Ramses, and Pasha protected by his BKB, looking for his own target. He managed to doom over on Chaos Knight, so there's no Phantasm. The Chain Frost really going to waste, and I think VP now have an empty tank. After was actually pulling back Ramses underneath the torrent into a spin. Solo's going to go down because K1's now online. The TP is there from Ramses to get him out to safety. But with the Phantasm up, they want to go into Roshan. Uncertain if Infamous is healthy enough to do this, especially when 3 of them get clapped.
They have lads.
They have enough? Yeah, the lifesteal is kicking in hard. VP can't get there in time. They're trying, but Infamous, they're way too fast. So Aegis the Immortal into K1.
That's big, because if he gets doomed next fight, he's going to run at them instead of running away. He'll just try to die so he can Phantasm after.
So this is that start onto Necro, everything you had.
The Chain Frost, or the Frost Shield even came off here before the Global. That's such a much faster kill if they Global while they Blink Roar. He'll just get completely blown up. And yeah, this Frost Shield was important. Ramses 100% dies here without Frost Shield.
Good fight for Infamous. Come back live to the smoke gank. They're looking around the 25-minute bounty runes. Ramses is the closest farming up. The Beastmaster Hawk starts its flight, and Ramses starts his run. As far away as possible.
This bottom tier 1 tower is going to fall, I think. Nope, never mind. It looked like Whisper was going to pop his Necro Book and just go to work.
They're here for the 25-minute runes. Like, if the fight's going to begin like Pasha, for example, walking up this hill. Ramses walked away from the gank before, and now Pasha, most definitely, getting ripped apart, and that's going to be the tier 1 tower on bottom lane, and the line's been drawn to go for more.
Yeah, absolutely go for more.
Yeah, well, you got the Aegis Immortal, right? Like, you want K1 to have a target he can just initiate on.
They might go high ground, actually.
Actually push the whole way?
This will take a while, but he has Phantasm when they reach the high ground. They might try to see how much they can get.
They won't have
27
Necro
seconds on
books,
Doom.
Necro books are going to run out.
They have 30 seconds left
30
on them.
seconds.
That's a good amount of time. Look how fast this goes.
Yeah.
They have to glyph. Living armor is going to be used now. It's going to pop immediately. There's too many units. Yeah, I think they might just go Phantasm. See how much you can get.
Oh. K1's trying to wait it out. They're cutting through the tree line. They're looking to see where Roger is. Good Hawk flying up around the side. Gets a lot of information into the back lines. Ramsey's using that spin very early on. To make sure X marks spots means there's no shenanigans. But K1's just taking the tower. And now Chris, he'll get the whole thing off. Global Silence pulls him back in again. They want to try and get the kill over towards the side. They switch towards the Tree Protector, taking away that AoE control. Pasha gets the Doom off, but then there's so much damage. The Chain Frost is finally going to come out. And Skullfeld, he takes it away from the rest of the fight. CK, he's the only one who falls. The Aegis, the Immortal,
now.
the buybacks are coming in. And with the Phantasm, it's DPS time. Roger's the primary target. You do get at least the Reaper Scythe down on top of the Conquer, but they're just sitting in the back lines. K1's going ham. The Roars on the Necro. Everyone from BP will have to buy back to try and defend this one. The Omnislash is there for Ramses, stomping out Stinger. The Centaur stomp. They actually have the control. They get through CK. Skullfell will try and create a little bit of extra space so he can blink away to safety. And he did make it. But Virtus Pro, 3 buybacks committed. Doom, Tree, and Lich to defend that bottom lane. They still lost the tower, but they keep the racks.
And Lich and Tree died again. So it was 2 diebacks, but it's not really that much economic damage because they killed big cores and they fought into an Aegis as well. We should remember that was a tough fight for them. And they dealt with it fairly well. This is not that easy. I'm not sure if Hector made the right call to not Phantasm earlier in this fight and wait for his Aegis, because when he did end up using the Phantasm after Aegis, which you'll see here, this is actually quite a long fight before he even dies the first time. He starts going into the Treant, kills him off. Now he's fighting the other heroes, but pay attention to the health of his teammates starting to drop now. Once he starts Phantasming later, the Kunkka is already running out of BKB. He's down to half. He's going to get focused now by Ramses, as well as a couple of other heroes. And you wonder if this Phantasm comes out earlier, even if he's like 3/4 health instead of full, if that couldn't have perhaps put enough pressure to keep his carry or his other core alive. But it's still a good fight, regardless. And a very close game still.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that buyback, I think, from the Doombringer as well, like it was partially able to get the secondary stomp and then the Infernal Blade down that just kind of slowed K1.
Yeah.
So he couldn't just keep beating
It's
through.
so fun, by the way, on this CK.
Yeah, what are we actually looking at for net worth? Okay, Juggernaut's actually #1. Same with the Necro, but CK's right behind, 16k.
It's the nature, generally what happens in CK games is that CK will eventually fall behind because he has worse farming options than these other heroes. He farms slower, and 28 minutes in, having about the same net worth as these other cores is good. He has a Midas as well, of course. I wasn't thinking so much about the net worth, though. I was just looking at his inventory. Like, he's just big. He has 4k health, and maybe an armor item would work wonders right now for him. He currently, what does he have?
He's going for Manta and then into Lincoln's.
He has a Vlad's on his team that's +4, and there's a Medallion on Whisper, which could be turned into a Solar Crest. That would make him a lot tankier, if they can use that effectively. And this is what they at least unlocked, right? Unlock the Shrine, take it down, and now Infamous can choose to play for the next Aegis, control the area. They have super good vision, they have Hawks, and they have this jumping threat that is super hard to get into with Treant.
I do like this Blink Dagger over on Pasha. Now it's Virtus Pro who have that ability to initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I think if you can, maybe Blink Dooming the Beastmaster could be really good. they can kill him off quickly.
Actually get the beast.
Yeah, because he gives so much to the team with auras. The Vlad's, the Necro Book, the Roar, his attack speed aura. Beastmaster has a lot of hidden damage in this game. Like, you don't really see it, but it's there.
No one. X marks up. He has nowhere to really get out of that, but he also understands there's no fight coming. Lotus Orb and Greaves plus Radiance to protect no one. They are destroying every single tree possible. It's when you almost wish that Whisper would buy an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, they're going to take some initiative
jump
here.
in. Ooh, the blink. That's the reveal from Pasha. But he jumped in the middle of Necro Books. Ramses will also come over, trying to go for the Illusion Rune. He won't get it. And Skullfell, Roger, had no real trees to work with, was the overgrowth down, and that is one dead Tiny.
He has buyback.
He does. He
If
won't
VP trying to
need
do
it.
something.
Roshan's still a while away. Using the Beastmaster Illusions and Army to push out the bottom lane once again to give him momentum. They're worried about the dewarding. Observer and Sentry. K1, you've gone in real deep too. Silencer is nearby. Ramsey's got to be careful. But it's all about a dewarding mission from Virtus.pro. They need to regain control of their own jungle.
And Silencer, we should not disregard this hero's scaling potential in this game. He has a GPM talent and a Midas. And with VP not putting much pressure on the map, this guy is going to slowly but steadily get toward big items. He currently has a Force Staff. Could see something like a Hex or maybe a Refresher somewhere down the line. And that would be crazy impactful for the outcome of this game. And nobody in VP of the supports is going to be able to keep up with this pace. Like, Treant, yeah, you can Meteor Hammer some waves here and there. Lich, you can't Meteor Hammer any waves because you have nothing. And yeah, the supports and the Radiant just way richer. That's kind of where the net worth difference is primarily. It's the supports and the Beastmaster over the 3k ahead of the Doom.
I love how they still have this Observer and Sentry. Like, you talk about like being a little short of money. Could only afford one set of sentries, and they get rid of one obs only. So they didn't get the big one at the back lines, and that's what gives them the extra information. Here comes your Meteor Hammer from Roger, just being a bit more of a nuisance in the trees. But the Necro Books have already been triggered. Whisper once more.
Time to cut down the entire forest looking for Treant.
I think Greenpeace has an issue with this.
Well, he might be predicting that Roger is going to try for this next wave, but Roger will see the units. Oh, he still just ran into them. He didn't see them. They were in the fog.
All right, 50 seconds without a Treant. That's really bad timing if Roshan spawned quick, but luckily for Virtus.pro, Roshan's another 2 minutes away. But it will allow them to take the mid-tier 2 tower unless there's something that Virtus.pro can do. Torrent flies in, clips over on Ramses. No one, X marks the spot. Remember that control. Avalanche flies forward. Where is that Global Silence? Conqueror is the one that's doomed. Now the Global Silence comes out. Necro, not much to really fight with here. Stinger just keeps the silence going. Another now Omni Slash. It's K1 who's trying to tank through all of it. He's already triggered the Satanic. They get the Reaper's Eye. He's down for 2 minutes without buyback available. The Chain Frost will fight forward. Whisper, he'll bounce back down to Stinger and then back up again. No more bounces past that point. But Stinger's already gone down. Whisper will be able to complete his TP out in the trees. But it was meant to be infamous with the advantage that it's Virtus.pro who come out on top.
They're getting crazy value out of this Lich armor in this fight. They to all in the Necrophos, but he was frost shielded and has this much armor from the Lotus Orb, and when he just slowly gets the Greaves bonus, they couldn't get through it with the CK. They tried to all in this kill, and it just wasn't possible. And if you fail the Necro kill, the fight's over. Because it means you've wasted so much damage. You're going to see it here. The Phantasm coming in the back right now. He's going to pop it, try to go on the CK, or with the CK onto the Necro. Wait, the Frost Shield was even on Ramses. That wasn't even a Frost Shield on Necro. He just doesn't have the damage. And yeah, if you fail this kill, all your illusions are going to die to Radiance and Aura and Death Pulses. And with CK ulti down, this fight is just immediately lost. And they have to get the hell out of there. And that is huge for VP. Setting up for Roshan, getting map control ready.
You see him actually change his item build now. Like, he was completing up the Manta style, but it's Assault Cuirass before Lincoln's. It's now the CK's build.
And you see the build on Kunkka too.
Realizing Nullifier up and running.
Yeah, he has to be able to purge this Ghost Shroud. If they want to kill the Necrophos, they need the Ghost.
And everyone's waiting for Roshan, but he's taking his sweet-ass time. 8 seconds and he'll spawn. The Beastmaster Hawk from Infamous will give them the information first. Who put that flag down? Who is it? Who is that?
Wait, is it? Oh. Oh yeah, they're not loading for me, so they look like empty frames. It looks kind of cool, actually.
VP's waiting. Roshan is up. Ramsey sending his illusions to the bottom lane just to get that momentum back again. Beastmaster started that. Stinger's trying to get some deeper vision in, and he's able to get the Observer down, but it's in range of the Dire Sentry, so no one, if he walks around the corner, he can get rid of that. Fresh Obs and Sentries, and another Obs. So both Obs that just got planned down by Infamous are in range of Sentry Wards. So Lich will get rid of it, and they just saw the second one behind him.
Yeah, that's big. They need to play around the Hawk now. Are they out of wards? No, they have 2 more on the Silencer. Bounty runes.
Necro just got spawned up. He needs to see up the hill to get rid of the Sentry Ward. Fresh Observers and Sentries being planted down. Hawk very quickly gets picked off. But man, burning Necro so that you can regain vision control. K1 feels very much like bait. Same for Ramses, picked up on the Torrent. Feels confident to have that Lotus Orb from no one just to protect him. And K1's also feeling pretty... Ooh, he almost grabbed Roger. Fresh Observers and Sentries being planted. They didn't realize the Observer Ward's off to the side. So Sentry for Sentry. K1 and Ramses move in. Lich ulti gonna bounce back out to the creep wave. A quick 4-star. K1 actually BK beat. And now we can go in again with a 4 seconds done. Maybe they have the control factor to actually bring down no one. Yes, they do. A very quick buyback as the Doom is into the back lines. Beastmaster can't give anything more, but he already gave everything he needed to. K1, he needs to do the damage right now. Another reality rift in. Ramses losing life. The meme hammer doesn't connect on anything. Roger, no one. Ramses back into the tree. Scottfeld can't find anyone. He'll hit Ramses with the avalanche. Finally, they'll turn around to take care of Pasha. Whisper, he's so low on life, but he'll survive through this as Doom has been isolated. Lich is also brought back to be part of the fight. Skullfeld, once again, just distracting.
He can't die now. He can't die now.
And he's not going to. No one. Go shrouded up. Chris Luck with the BKB. He's retreating back out again. Not a lot of man to work with. Stinger actually just walking right through the middle of Virtus Pro. He burns to the radiance of no one. K1 and Whisper getting the hell out of there. Watch your buybacks. Everything's up apart from the CK for Infamous and Virtus Pro. They're going into Roshan. This will force the buyback. But Ramses wants to keep going. That's confidence. Beastmaster Hawk comes up. All the information is now there. It's burning to the radiance, however, of no one. But quick silencers, curses, everything you've got. Stinger's just trying to slow them up for the moment around Roshan, and out comes Virtus Pro. They're in such a horrible choke point, and here comes the CK, the Warstorm, able to catch up with the Avalanche, and Tosca fighting with the ship, turns the Roar. It pushes them out of range of the boat and in towards Roshan. The Lich Hold is going to end up probably killing off Skullfeld as well. Silencer has already fallen down. Ramses coming back into the fight with the meme hammer. They can control the Kunker. No, they can't. A 3-man torrent. Space has been created for K1 to go back in again. Another 3 seconds done. They bring down the tree. The Avalanche. Another huge 3-man stun. Necro is protected. Here down goes Kunker. Buybacks available. And of course he'll use it. Of course he bloody well. They want to go for more. Pasha blinks away from the reality rift. It's still up from K1. Looking for a target. They're tossing him. Just trying to get him a little bit close towards someone. Ramses is here, still looking to fight with Roger and no one, but it looks like we'll disengage for the moment. Roshan, the target, is still available to go for.
And this was a hugely difficult fight for Infamous to take because they didn't have Phantasm the whole time, but they managed to have some crazy good spell casting. All right, he's going to get X back. CK's coming back in. He just regenerated.
Yep.
Some mana.
And now, here we go with the Manta Style. 2 seconds start now. Beastmaster wants to land aid. He doesn't have his draw available, however. And Chaos Knight's just waiting it out for the moment. Way! Don't know what that was.
All right, we've got a little bit of a crash. Here's Radio Dota. Nobody's dying. Everybody's running away from each other. They're waiting on each side of the river. Don't worry, Toby.
Let's go to the load screen. Go to the load screen. Go to the other screen. I need to close this down. No, the other screen. Okay, we're on this screen.
Hey,
Hi.
we have a crash.
Yep.
Wait, do you want to switch?
It was nice to have that infinite spin sound in your ears, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was terrific. What a great time to have that happen.
So I'll keep you informed about the game. Currently, nobody's getting killed. We have a bit of a stalemate. Both teams are just waiting on their own sides of the river, waiting for cooldowns. Looks like Chaos Knight is going to try to farm up a potential Lincolns before this next fight. He's only 500 gold short. His buyback is available, but he doesn't have gold for it.
As we're having a little bit of a technical issue here on Stream D, we're going to take a look around at some of the action in our other games. RNG and Navi very even in the early game. We have NIP and Vici Gaming just getting underway on Stream C, but it looks like we are back underway in Infamous and Virtus Pro.
We're back in again. Nice torrent. Juggernaut. He's got Omni Slash up and running. Looks like also all the names have now reverted to the... well, this has got a hell of a lot more interesting.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
No more names.
No more names.
Not with the names. Now you can see what it's like for me. But hey, as long as you're hiding the names, then... Oh, you're showing them. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can't hide it. We've got heroes only. CK. K1. Just staring down the Juggernaut. They want to go for more here. But it won't happen. A double damage rune. Yeah, we're going to start using hero names. That's the way we're going to play this. K1's at least able to grab the bounty runes from the bottom. I love how his name is Ricardo on Trinket.
Is it?
Yeah. Going for the goal.
Oh, it's showing Roger for me. For him, interesting.
Ricard. Well, he's got a blink dagger, so this will really enable Virtus Pro when it comes to the initiation.
Guess the win prediction.
Oh, wait, yeah, we haven't done that in a while. I want to actually keep it 50-50. Is it 50-50? Oh, yeah! It's a coin toss, boys and girls.
This
Virtus
game
Pro
is so close.
smoking up into the back lines. They're going to do the wraparound, but the line the VP drew was instantly drawn as well. Kunkka was ready for it. And they're going to smoke into each other. Silencer, front lines. He's going to get that global off. Able to do so once the BKB was already triggered, so the Doom cannot actually get the Doom off. In comes your ship. The BKB is worn down. Now the Chain Frost bounces off towards the side, bouncing with the neutrals, combining with the Omni Slash. It's huge amount of damage. Tree's already gone down, but Kunkka's the bigger one. They're just standing their ground and killing him off. Down for 2 minutes without buyback available. Chaos Knight, how much damage have you got? He's got a lot more life. Molotov protecting, but here comes the Reaper's side. They bring him down. No buybacks available. CK and Kunkka are down in Virtus Pro. Is this now the time to push after killing off Whisper? Beastmaster will fall. Ramses will claim that kill too. So Pasha, no one, and Ramses, they turn towards the mid without the buybacks available. This feels so anticlimactic. Maybe with Tiny.
CK's 100 gold short. Tiny's trying to kill the range Drax to give him enough gold to buy back. He's going to do this until he dies.
Oh, just swing it. Swing it and ding it.
He's trying so hard.
Yes,
He
got
shivered.
it. Just got him. Got him. All right, buyback. Here goes. CK's back into the game.
Oh, well, and he's keeping Pasha busy too, so there's only 2 VP heroes in the Radiant base. They can't end the game now.
Oh, he just tried to TP back. He goes Sinister Gaze into the fountain. Tiny, he's still trying to swing. He can buy back and fight.
Well, now they got to be a bit careful back in the base.
Yep. CK, he's got Reality Rift. He can hold him in. Here comes your curse. Quickly taken off by the mana style of Ramses, but Ramses starts to walk away. CK protected by the BKB. 3 seconds done, and Doom. He's already there. BT'd himself forward. The CK's ticking out to the Infernal Blade. 3 euros down again, and this is the game. GG is called. Virtus Pro will get a 2-0 victory. Much needed for them to push themselves up through into the upper parts of the group of the bracket.
I think they're in the middle now.
They're in the middle, but they're out of the elimination risk range, and that was the bigger fear. If they do get into elimination, it's going to be through like a tiebreaker.
Man, Infamous made them work for it though.
Infamous definitely
really
did.
made
They made the client work for it.
I think if you think about this series overall, the first game should have definitely gone Infamous's way. I think this game was a lot more in control the whole time for VP. Not that they were constantly winning, but they were like keeping it even. They weren't like getting very far behind and super far on the back foot. And I also think overall, strategy-wise, they got better lanes. They had a solid draft overall in the game. And, you know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint highlights in this game because it's just one big cluster of spells all game. These team fights, everybody's just throwing everything in there. But
Virtus Pro are able to 2-0 their series against Infamous.
Eventually people die.
Making it very...
What won the fights. It was really... I wonder when we look at the damage numbers, I kind of want to see how much damage the Necrophos did in this game. Give me a second.
Actually, I can bring this up too. Can we actually jump back inside the game quickly and we'll show our scoreboard.
He was the top damage dealer of the game with 39k, and second is Juggernaut with 37. So you see all of this random damage, you could call it across the fight, is what really ends up defining who wins the team fights. It's the Mjolnir from the Jugger and the Omnislash just bouncing around people, and the Radiance Necro just dealing this damage over time. And you need this when you have a support duo of Lich Treant, because they have really weak damage. So good job to VP for balancing their lineup around these two.
Virtus Pro
defensive
able
low
to
damage
take
supports.
this series 2-0 against a surprising Infamous team, and they make things very interesting in our groups, looking at a very, very good possibility of a 4-way tie for 4th place in both of our groups, bringing up those tiebreaker possibilities tomorrow. We're going to take you over now as you see action on all 4 of our streams to Stream B, where RNG and Navi are knotted in their group. RNG were able to seize the momentum in Game 1, but Game 2 is dead even at the 17-minute mark.
Like in late game situations, you can deal a lot of damage. It doesn't. One downside is it doesn't apply to Ags. I don't know if you ever bought that before. Like once in a great while, it kind of feels. That's actually kind of.
Oh, they're
cool
going to go
Ags
and made a
game.
nice call, and I think Swell the Monet is going to go down.
Gyro
They're gonna
just
miss the charm.
exploded. They are gonna be turning on this axe though.
Axe is going to go down. He's going to give this away.
Hey, but he was there for that first kill. That's
Yeah,
huge.
just in time for that talent tree to kick in.
20 damage. He's ready. I think the other one, it used to be the you'd get bonus damage from enemy hero deaths. I was gonna say, Axe on Underlord is actually not terrible this game with the gyro pairing, because if you can pump like an extra 200 damage, 200 is a
Maybe
lot,
like 100, right?
100 extra damage, something like that is probably normal. It doesn't, you don't get the bonus from the permanent damage though. Only
It's like
the,
50% of your aura, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct. But that could hypothetically be cool if he goes Ags, because normally you buy like Ags, you go Satanic, your damage is weak, but if you pair it with somebody else, it could be really good.
Oh, look at this
Monet,
on bottom.
oh no.
I think he's dead.
No, he's good. He'll walk it off.
Oh, that's a fierce madman for sure. Dies, TP's back, dies again. Oh my
And
god.
then Navi just squad TPs out. I mean, that gank was so easy. It's like the cast range on Demonic Purge is insane right now. Right,
What's the 20 talents for Underlord? Does he have any cool
attack
ones?
speed and regen?
Cool.
Did
Attack
you say
speed.
cool ones? It's the attack speed
It's the
for
attack
sure.
speed.
Yeah, it's not the usual tanky pit lord, underlord that we have. It's gonna be a all attack.
Maybe. We'll see.
They're going to just get a free Roche. The Serpent Words were dropped. I
Navi
don't think
does.
Navi can't contest this.
Maybe Navi can fight after it goes down. It is going down quite slow here.
Blizzy might jump in. He wants to.
Dude, they have 2 Serpent Words out of the pit. They can't attack Roche, can they?
I guess not. That's the only reason they didn't finish it.
Yeah, that was 2,000 damage right there.
Shadow Demon's ready to finish Roche himself.
Blizzy is either
Wow, it's
in a
golden
really
Roche.
great
Why-
position or a horrible position.
Why is he doing this?
Whenever he's rooted, he becomes his true colors.
Oh, I guess if he continuously stacks Roshan with Shadow Poison, that if their opponents go back into Roshan, he could steal the last hit
Yeah, too
consistently.
bad he's going to die to the smoke. Snake's going to pop it.
Zexu knows his job.
Blizzy, Blizzy's
Gotta
gonna
watch Blizzy.
He's trusting in himself. Oh, he has the vision. He's going to get
Shows
the
vision.
call.
Oh, 3-man core.
He got it.
Smashes the Aegis too. Landon was just a bit late on that disable.
He's going to go down. I think he's going to go down twice. Well, Crystallize is rotating over. The Ink Skull's going to be ready. He's rolling out. Nice dodge of the Ravage by Crystallize. Catches no one at all. Flyby's going to go down to the top of the fight. Blizzy's still alive. RNG needs to cut their losses and get out of there.
Got Omni Slash. Can't chase, but everybody's so slow.
Magic is coming from the side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just enough. Monet, that's the 3rd time in the
gonna catch
past
this
5
Underlord.
minutes.
Blinks up soon on the Axel.
Nah, 8 seconds, 8 seconds.
Still has the ult. Omni Slash and Underlord taking almost no damage, but
because of the Crimson Guard.
Crimson Guard, he's there.
Yeah, and he's also got Mjolnir, so he doesn't actually have that much raw damage, so a lot of it's getting blocked right off the bat. Well,
Wow,
Very good
Blizzy
for Navi.
X.
I'm-
Blizzy X.
Getting the big call just when they needed it.
I mean, stealing the Aegis is awesome and all, but like, what about the Ravage? What the hell was up with that? It's like he tries to get the Jug. Did he
The
think
jug spun.
maybe he tried to blink, but it got canceled by something?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And that's
I
why it
think the
looked so
Shadow
bad.
Demon was above him.
Yeah.
Or the Grim. Yeah, the Shadow Demon was above the Tide at the top of the fight, and I think he hit him with the poison.
So interrupted the Ravage. Gotcha. Yeah, because it looked so bad, right? It looked like he was trying to just ground Ravage against a Jug,
Yeah.
but that changes everything.
I think the game has fully swung into Navi's favor. That was, I think that was like RNG's big moment, right? They get this Aegis. This Underlord is a tanky hero. He hits really hard, and the Gyro's would have gotten his BKB, right, with the bonus gold, and if he didn't die.
Yeah.
So now it's like, what's the game plan for RNG? I think this Underlord hasn't shown much value. It did really good in the lane, he's really farmed, but past that, I haven't seen some crazy value of this 10th pick Underlord.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet for sure.
And now that they don't have this Aegis, I'm kind of concerned for their timing of what they want to do. I think this Na'Vi draft, now that they're getting the lead, they actually are going to have the items to deal damage and kill the RNG heroes. And I don't think RNG has built-in damage to their heroes.
They do. It's right here.
That's true.
32 bonus for free. It might work. It's not going to work.
He's going to go Solar Crest, just like Febby said earlier.
That's cool.
Good item. And they're going to re-smoke again.
They actually really need it for Gyrocopter. Because he's got BKB now, but I mean, it's still like Meld Strikes and Deso and Omni Slash stuff. And SNY queued up for Jug. Interesting. Okay.
The smoke's going to catch no one. They're just clearing out their jungle, getting a nice ward down. But I think the Na'Vi smoke is going to be the bigger one. They're going to take the triangle high ground. But
I like how Zetsu is like
he
tanking
walked
up
up.
first.
He spots Blizzy. He's going to drop a pit on him. Blizzy's glimmered, so taking no damage.
Stops him from blinking in, though. I think that's why I prioritized him.
All right. Almost nothing happened, but this whole triangle is now controlled by Na'Vi.
Blink up on Shadow Shaman as well. So if somebody gets out of position, they can definitely fight.
Magical Blink BKB finished on him now. Queuing up a Desolator, dealing a lot of physical damage.
No, you mean a Daedalus?
Or Daedalus, yeah.
Yeah, he's really far ahead. Considering his laning stage, this is excellent.
I think it was in part to the Shadow Demon. His stacking gave a lot of gold to him and the TA. So whenever he walked in the jungle and took all those stacks, both of them accelerated.
And Blizzy cried.
And Blizzy fed. But he was 0-5-3.
He made up for it
And
by
he
that
made up for
super Aegis snatch.
That's true.
Yeah, we gotta give some credit to Zayak though. He did a great job giving vision with the
Yeah,
Shadow Poison.
They he Stroke of Fate during the Roche as well. So
Yeah,
both of their supports can give vision of the pit, which makes roaching really hard for Radiant
Oh,
this
look
game.
at this. Navi's trying to catch.
We got an
whoever's
EG
pushing
fan
bottom.
here. Setsu, big EG fan over here.
Will Flyby get caught? He has been caught cooldown. Zayak is holding on to disruption. He knows he can just TP out. He's waiting for Song Eiko to come over. The two Navi supports.
Good blink.
Oh, blocks the path.
Oh my effing god.
100 damage.
Yeah, with that level 15 talent just picked up. Not just picked up, I guess, but with that level 15 talent, does a lot of
That was
damage.
crazy.
Yo, this guy is legit. Honestly,
This guy's good.
he's good. It just blows my mind that 5 stacks with a soul catcher, and that's a dead offlane hero. That's it. He didn't right click him once. It's just like,
It's not even just a offline here, it's a Tide Hunter, right?
yeah.
This hero's like, oh, support's hitting me, I took 2 damage.
But it's like it's literally the perfect thing to kill him. The soul catcher didn't proc Kraken, and then you hit him with one other massive source of damage, and he just dies. It's crazy.
Oh, they're gonna get
And
a
another one. Lizzie is there for the
Wow.
wow.
Instant hex to cancel the call.
Is he using Hex or what?
Well, Lamb's actually gonna live. They're gonna jump on the Blizzy Axe.
All right, Na'Vi with the 9K net worth advantage coming up to the 25-minute mark in this one. But we are going to get you over. Get your pogs in the chat as we've had a pair of surprise 5th picks here in Fnatic against OG. Fnatic with the Ice Zeus, but OG answer with the Thompson mid Earth Spirit. And to bring you all the action here, your favorite NA Dota TriCasters, BSJ, Grant, and Kyle.
Like Slark, dude.
No, I don't think you counter OG with anything other than taking their towers and map control. And they have no semblance of map control, tower pushing abilities on their team.
You know what? I'm convinced OG's going to win.
Okay. I mean, it's just hard. As you said, they're the first team to guarantee themselves already in the upper bracket right now.
Yep.
They've won 2 games with a carry IO. They look like their teamwork's just TI8-esque already.
OG
which
is the
crazy.
team where if you give them space to make plays or to come back, it doesn't matter how weird, how grim the game looks. They just make it happen. I don't know how else to word it, right? And they don't have a way, in my opinion, on Fnatic to make it so OG cannot make it happen.
And we have, we've seen play the mid-earth spirit in the past.
It's been a bit, but we have.
Yeah,
We've seen Thompson play it as well. It's been a long time for him as well, though.
And it's weird, but I really like Earth Spirit no matter what the role with high mobility carries. Slark specifically is great because you're going to find people later on in the game, especially at nighttime when you can abuse your vision range advantage. And then, boom, there's an Earth Spirit rolling forwards, no blink required. Sanking eventually is going to get aggressive as well. Though Seb, if there was a player to just go some like phase drums, double bracer, pipe build, it would be Seb. And I think that this would be a game for it. It's all about the damage reduction. Look at the magic damage output of Fnatic. And keep in mind, this is Bloodseeker Zeus. We haven't seen it in a while, but just 25% more Zeus damage.
It's a lot of damage, yeah. And, well, top lane, it is going to be a tri-lane for now. Ana, No-Tail, Enchantress, and Slark, respectively. DJ still hasn't shown himself. There it will be. He's going to run out and hit him a few times. Also, No-Tail looks like he's starting for that. Starts with the Sage's Mask. Just going to go for the ring.
Zeus does sound nice in theory against Sand King as well, because there's just the bolt for detection. Any free detection against Sand King is really important.
He also cancels his blink. If you ever see him or feel he's up here.
It's just not
So how? Sorry, I was just wondering, how's this top lane going to go? If they, I mean, eventually, who's going to TP out? Is it going to be someone like DJ TPing out here? Do they just leave 3 up here and try to just mess
I believe
with Ana
Shadow
the whole
Demon's
time?
going to come to the top lane after 1 or 2 waves bottom.
Okay.
Your 2 choices are either dodge and leave with the Slark, which I don't think they're going to do, and the other option is to eventually rotate 3 heroes. You can usually survive 2v3 all level 1 heroes for a little bit, so you let the Slark, maybe the Enchantress both get level 2, and then the Shadow Demon can also get his level 2 bottom. And then you're kind of out-leveling them in the tri-lane because the extra experience that the opponent team got was on the Zeus.
Ooh, bottom, skewered under the tower. Jarek's looking to get first blood.
Wow.
He does. DJ with the TP down with a perfect skewer. Ice with the rest of his mana. Had to pop a mango even. Gets the kill. Top lane, though. Dubu getting run at right now. Getting body blocked by the creep, and Dubu is just going to drop to No-Tail.
He took his first ability on Crystal Maiden, and immediately No-Tail saw that and leveled his enchant, which is a huge heads-up play because usually you don't level it against Crystal Maiden because she just freezes the creep.
You can't leave this hard camp available.
If you're going to level your first ability.
I would much rather, and I understand why, because, again, with the Bloodseeker, you want to be able to just kind of get buffed and spam Q, but you just want to kill the hard camp.
Ice can't quite get me. Will pop his healing salve. Jarek's down here. Had the save as well.
Slark versus Bloodseeker, I'm pretty sure, is a favored matchup for Slark nowadays in the lane.
Definitely. You just trade hits effectively.
I wonder if he'll go for the 2 points in essence, something I'll keep an eye out for. Thompson so far is winning the mid lane.
Yep, 15-2 going up against the 11-2. Will roll forward, whiffs it.
We'll just going to drag some creeps. That's what he was trying to do, Grant. Come on. He didn't miss.
And he is. Where'd you just drag? You just drag it all the way around. Top lane, though, No-Tail. Will make it out. Has the heal going. Dubu will be fine. Had the pounce, but didn't want to use it.
Did we mention the Bloodseeker Rupture plus Skewer?
We did not.
Oh, we did not. That's a good call.
Bloodseeker does go up in value when you have somebody that can naturally displace, like a Pudge.
Tiny
Rider.
Bloodseeker's
Yeah,
my
Tiny's
favorite.
insane. We'll see if that comes into play, because that could easily be the case against these heroes like Enchantress who want to just stand in place, Slark, Sand King.
I had a question. What do you do as a Zeus now? You're in the safe lane. All you have is a stick. You're probably not going to be able to get much more mana regen. Doesn't this feel like Seb can start dominating this lane now? Or
He does have the Soul Ring queued up.
Man, still a little bit away, though.
A lot of offlaners may go bottle as well. But like you said, it is a long ways off. And Zeus really has no way to secure CS.
Like you just die if you walk up now, right? You can't get CS with your Q anymore.
I like that Jarek stayed bottom. And the fact that Dubu took his Q level 1 and died means that this second kill is even easier to get. And now that he has his Frostbite, it's just too late.
Jabs, he's going to eat a lot. The Harpy Stormcrafter actually goes down, though. They're still hitting him. Silenced up is Ana. Has the pounce. Will leash him up. Will they be able to get the kill? There's going to be the freeze. Jabs is going to try to turn it around instead. They're going to fight against each other, and Ana gets
and he gets the heal, too.
Because of the Blood Rage healing up. They might just chase after Dubu. Is this going to be another agility? It is. And what looked like they're going to be able to bring down the Slark, instead he almost half heals, gets 2 permanent agility. And this is not good up top for Fnatic now.
I don't think it's enough to pick a Bloodseeker conceptual counter to Slark in the mid game. You have to also shut down Slark's laning stage in early game. And they did not pick a hero, Zeus or Bloodseeker or Mag or Ember, that shuts down Slark in the early game.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I think they're just playing this top lane a little poorly.
How should they play it? Should they have just left him up there?
What lane beats Slark in this game? Like if you take all of the combination of their heroes, what composition do you put? with Enchantress specifically, Enchantress can be one of the scariest 5 positions super early. Kind of a bane in the sense that super early lane and then kind of falls off later on in the game.
This is going to be 3 bounty runes for OG. Thompson actually heads on bottom, bottles up both of them, gets full HP mana. And oh, they're going. They're diving under his tower bottom. Shadow Demon going to push ahead. There's going to be a stun. Ice 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 in a lot of trouble. Seb has taken a ton of damage, but Ice Ice, he doesn't have any mana on this Zeus. They're going to just run him. He's just right-clicking, and Seb. Oh, so close, but he knew, and he survives. Him and Jarek's. Low HP, but you make it.
Jarek's purposely A-clicked the Zeus in order to draw tower aggro away from his sinking. Something really cool. Save his offlaner there.
And the skewer doesn't hit the Earth Spear, and they just get away. And it looks like Fnatic, they want to make plays, but every play they make is just being countered by OG.
Sorry, 2,000 gold ahead, or they were just a moment ago. It's only 6 minutes into the game.
Scary. Oh, rotating mid will be No Tail. Only level 3 DJ. Will get skewered up the hill. Machine kill on No Tail. Will they bring him down? They're chasing, but the heal slowly but surely bring No Tail back to full HP, and they just can't. Even with only level 1 heal, no points in Untouchable. This has to feel bad. You're not able to kill the support Enchantress with 3 heroes.
And you're watching Slark free farm.
It is an Abed Ember Spear top lane. They're trying to go in though. Magnus.
Oh, nice.
Skewers in
Intentionally eating the skewer there.
Jab.
This is the pounce out.
Is just running away. Thompson won't be able to find him, but Anna gets the kill on DJ.
Oh, nice juke there. If he had kept going, he would have certainly died as the rocks were being refreshed.
Bottom lane. Jarex is just spamming on Ice Ice Ice. Ice 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 finally got some mana back, but middle. No Tail paints it OG.
Who builds Force Staff on Fnatic as well? You have to build Force Staff against the Slark who's having a good game.
Mag, right?
I guess, right?
It could be Zeus. Mag's most likely, though.
It just feels awkward. There's no hero that just buys it.
I just wonder what the Bloodseeker gets.
What do you think he should go? If you're thinking, what does this Bloodseeker go to kind of counter this Slark who's having a good game? Well, they're going to run in again. The freeze is there, but the Dark Pact already used, and here we go. They're going to fight again, but there's going to be the ulti pop by Ana. Needs 2 more hits to get this kill on Jab. There's 1. Will he get the second? He does. Wow. Will Ana die, though? That's the question. Dark Pact coming up in about 2 seconds. They do get the vision. Will go forward. Here comes the Remnant. Will he be able to make it out? More than likely not. Dubu actually gets the kill, and Abed's like, come on, I needed that one.
It's actually so big because it's a
huge killing streak, yeah. 454 to Dubu, and I'm sure this Ember would have loved that, because middle lane, it's getting pushed in with a siege unit now.
I think it's worth it for Ana.
Yeah. Ana gets the permanent agility again, and look at this. The Satyr Banisher middle can just keep purging if the Flame Guard comes middle.
That's so annoying.
It is. It's going to be the Blood Right, just trying to push out middle lane.
Remember when the Purge with Helm of the Dominator came out? And it was a 400 move speed creep that gave 19 gold if you killed it, or like 9 gold.
You just couldn't do anything.
And it was the Purge was 100% instead of 50.
Bottom lane, Jarek's and No Tail there surrounding Ice 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 here. He is trying to burst him down. Will we get the 4th instance of poison? There it is. Dubu goes down top, but Ice 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 will drop bottom. And OG, 9-2 right now. They are only 2K gold up. I'm surprised it's not more, but they are looking good.
Looking very good. Ana's having a totally free game. What's he got queued up? Yep,
Midas, the whole phase, wand, and Wraith Band. So super early invested items as well, even though he is going for the Midas. He just knows in the mid-game, once Bloodseeker gets 6 and RP and abilities are online, he's going to want to avoid fights. So he goes for these early lane prowess items and then goes back for the Midas, knowing that he wants to get 1 or 2 big items before he actually participates in the game.
What's the middle Earth Spirit do differently than a support? Is it item build, or are we just gonna see? Do we even know?
Or I think you just get more items, basically.
Get more items. You get the items quick.
It's like Sumel's AA from earlier. You're still a good hero. You just have more fun.
Ice 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 and Thompson going at it middle. Both of them using all their skills. Thompson, he thought he had this one. Does he? He barely does. They get it. Ana actually ends up dying top. They're going for more up there. Jarek's is going to try to run away, but Abed hits him with the slide. He's still alive. 1 more right click. There's just going to be the freeze by Dubu. Picks up the kill. TP from No Tail coming in. Will they be able to find anyone? Seb, a little bit late.
That was very strange. Ana could have just TP'd there when he got ruptured. He ulted and had a TP available and chose not to, which was interesting. They didn't have Mag there. There was Ember, CM, and Bloodseeker ganking him. So maybe he was afraid of Mag? I'm not sure. Mag wasn't on the map, but he could have just instantly TP'd And most of the time as a Slark player, that's something really important to think about, is when you can ult TP, the exact heroes that prevent it, so if they're not there, you do it. Well, Leash bottom, probably not enough damage to get the kill. Oh, no, they have the Earth Spirit, but he misses the boulder.
Wow.
And
Won't even
he
matter.
dies anyways.
He just gets absolutely destroyed.
That's 6 permanent agility for Ana on the Slark.
10
This
minutes in.
very much adds up on Slark. That's basically 2 free Essence Shift stacks going into any engagement.
Now they're just taking this top tower with OG. There will be a smoke middle. Jarek's actually solo smokes himself. He's just going to throw the ulti out. Ice going to be in a little trouble. Here comes the roll. Hits him perfectly. Hasn't even dropped the boulder yet. Doesn't need to. Third stack of poison will be there and kicks him in the head. Jarek's gets the kill. And they are looking clean. There's Tread's double bracer one. He has 1,800 life at 10 minutes in.
Yep, and right on the catapult wave,
with
man.
that crown.
He is tanky, going for that veil. Ton of damage. Look at this. Seb is going to go and really be able to TP. No, DJ will get the ult. But Thompson's going to come over to help. There's going to be an ulti pop. DJ going to try to run away. Ulti from the Crystal main, Dubu, but Jarek puts him under. Who is going to get the kill? That's the question. Abed's here now as well, but Thompson going to roll forward, and no, Seb might be the first one to die. No, Thompson gets jabs on the backside, and now they're chasing after, but Abed needs to be careful. Don't overextend. Here comes Ice. They get Seb. Now they will find No Tail as well. He is healing up a little. Try and get away, maybe deny to Roche. No, Ice picks up the kill. And they get a couple there. Abed, he's thinking about it, but they pop the shrine.
Even Jerax has a bracer. They only have mid-game magic damage on Fnatic's side. And Kyle always talks about how OG understands damage mitigation better than anyone. We see the hood on the Sand King. We see double bracer on the Earth Spirit. We see the bracer on the support Shadow Demon.
Ice. Can he make it out? Another roll, dodges. Nice sidestep there.
When OG has the tower advantage and an advantage, I will always put my eggs in their basket.
Yep. And you can even see Fnatic recognize this. Their first ban of this series was Treant. However, they're still sitting in this game 12 minutes in. They've yet to really pressure the tier 1.
And it's the heroes, right? You got a Zeus, you got an Ember. There's just not many ways to pressure that tower, especially with the support duo as well. But
and you said Seb gets his blink canceled. He just doesn't go a blink.
They're going to initiate. Dubu taking a ton of damage right here. Poison stacking up. There's going to be the blood right on the ground. Dubu, will he be able to make it out? Nope. Goes down to Jarek's. They're going to look for No Tail now. Can they find him? Not yet, because Jarek's getting run down by jabs, and he's going to try to juke. He's going to try to jive. Will he be able to make it away? No. Goes down. There's Seb as well. DJ falls. And we're just having heroes running each other. No Tail as well gets ultied up. And now both teams, I think Fnatic's like, we're just going to start running at you. We got to do something. And it works out. They gain 2,000 gold back in that fight.
Can I just say Fnatic is a middle-of-the-pack team at TI right now. And OG...
All right, just to give you a quick update here on our action across all 4 of our TI streams. RNG and Na'Vi hitting the 40-minute mark, a rather close game where RNG has been able to stall some of the Na'Vi momentum. NIP having trouble closing things out against VG Gaming despite a 20K net worth lead. Alliance and Mineski just getting underway in Stream D. Those 2 teams part of a 4-team group tied for that crucial 3rd position in the group. But we are going to stick around here with Fnatic and OG.
There are 6 bracers, I believe, on Dire. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 5 bracers on Dire. Against the Zeus and all the mid-game magic damage.
Middle lane. Thompson, yeah, he gets ruptured up right now. He is so tanky. And look at the roll forward's actually to be there. Ice might be the one in trouble. No, Thompson getting super nuked. We'll be able to bring down Ice. Almost drops. He's going to have to TP. Will he tick out? Or will he make it? He makes it.
He has a Midas on the Zeus. Going for a Veil on Ember. Does buff up a lot of the damage on his team. So that'll be nice when they get that. May solve some of their damage issues. He did go Drums on Bloodseeker. I thought he might go Blade Mail BKB, but instead he went Drums BKB. I think that's fine.
Also, what about the talent Zeus took? The 3 mana regen over the EXP gain. I thought I usually see the EXP gain, especially offlaners. I know Zai always takes it.
He has Midas though, so he's already got the concern you actually have with Zeus. Like, you don't want too many levels.
Roll through perfectly timed. Nicely done by Thompson. This should be a quick kill. Maybe not. Dubu is going to throw out the ulti. And now look at this. Thompson, he's in so much trouble. Goes down. Jerix as well, eating all that damage. Easy kill, but Seb brings down Ice Ice Ice. And man, we are getting a ton of kills. 28 kills in 15 minutes. There's bounty rune spawning. Only Abed's picking him up, but there goes Ana.
Other than Ember, who survives a Diffusal Slark plate? There's Slark in this game.
Is that rhetorical?
He doesn't kill everyone? Solo,
Seems
pretty
like
much?
it.
That's the problem.
He's getting run out there. It's going to be the TP, and it looks like he should be able to make it. And he
Well, he
will.
went for the chains, but the creeps blocked him. I think that's about a 50-50.
I like the item build on Seb. Just no blink dagger, just raw stats.
Bracer, Hood, going for that Ewells. Why not get a pipe here?
The Yules is super important because if you get ruptured and Bloodseeker silence on top of you, there really is no other way to dodge it other than a BKB. So the pipe will help his team, but I mentioned the Slark, it kind of wants to play skirmish Dota for maybe one more item. So you buy this Yules to protect yourself, and then after you have the Yules that makes your game easier to play, then you buy the team item.
This is an OG smoke, by the way, going middle river. Regen going to get picked up. No Tail slowly getting siege top. But they're going to look for Ice Ice Ice. I have a feeling he's going to be under his own tier 2, but he might just get bursted. Seb will miss the stun, though. Thompson gets the slow off. There will be a veil, and Ana just going to get the right clicks. There it is, but up top, No Tail goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Ice Ice Ice, he's your core with a Midas, and he's pretty strong.
And there's 4 heroes there around a tier 1 that hasn't really been threatened yet and just now got a creep wave, whereas OG was camping mid-tier 2. Now going to rotate through their vision all the way towards top. They know the Fnatic's still in the area and they can punish.
And Slark's checking for wards right now. He knows that Fnatic's been playing most of the game up on this side of the map, so if he walks through there and sees no wards, he pretty much guarantees that Fnatic has no vision on the map. Their only ward is in their own jungle right now, which really doesn't provide much relevant information because OG's now playing top. And playing against Slark when you're behind with no vision is really rough. They are closing the gap though. Only 2,000 net worth advantage, or I guess 3 now. But
DJ got scanned out, by the way. Will finally TP. And they were ready. They scanned it, it turned red, and they just headed right up there. They is still an Ember, the Remnant up there. They're not going to wait for it, doesn't look like.
just notice how OG hasn't taken any direct 5-on-5s against Mag, Zeus, like Bloodseeker. You don't really want to play the Slark against the Bloodseeker in fights. In this game, Slark is really hard to kill, but if you put him in a team fight, he's quite easily burstable before the pipe and all these other team fight items come out.
Yeah, the concern is that Fnatic doesn't really have a method of establishing map control. They don't have real catch. The Ember Spirit could get involved, sure, but he's 5th in net worth.
We got a blink coming out on Magnus now. First item blink. It's been a little bit. Brown boots in the blink.
Wow.
They got to make something happen though, and we'll see if that's what it is.
I mean, it should be unexpected. We really don't see Brown boots blink anymore.
And you have the Dubu ulti as well. You've got your 2 supports do a ton of damage. And here we go. Seb is going to initiate in. Will they be able to get it? Seb might be the first one down there. It's going to be DJ skewering away. Seb is going down, and now Abed taking so much damage. Impetus is doing a lot, but the Blood Right will go down. DJ just right-clicking, tanking it all up. Jerix from the backside will get a save on one, but Ice 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 is going to run away. Ana chasing anyone he can. He's actually confused who to go for, but it will be Ice Ice Ice. Blood Right on the ground. Ana gets the kill. Ulti already popped by the Slark, so he won't just die. There will be a Shrine Bomb. Now Abed. Will he be able to run away? He wants to square up and fight, and he has stolen so much agility. Thompson just baiting him in. Ice 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 goes down. I believe that was a dieback. It was. Ana goes down. Thompson goes down. Abed and Jabs are going to try to clean this up, and it looks like they will be successful. It is a dieback from your Zeus, but you take that, right?
You do, but the problem is you don't get any objectives out of it. Grant, like, even mid-tower's not going to go down, so it's a nice fight. Sure, you wipe 4, but what does it give you? What space have you earned as Fnatic?
He does have a BKB on Slark, or sorry, on Bloodseeker. And he's going the SNY Satanic build on Slark.
You like that here? Or you, I mean...
Against Bloodseeker, there's really no other way to deal with Rupture. And if you get BKB, you can hold your ground, which is the best way to deal with Rupture, and you don't have to move. So theoretically, very nice. It's always weird, because status resistance in theory, on a hero like Slark who has Dark Pact, is kind of hard to see how it would really play out other than just watching it, because I, for myself, have never built the SNY Satanic on Slark.
looks like everyone wants to get the BKBs. Ember queuing it up next. As you said, we already got one on Bloodseeker, and they're all going to rotate top together. That's one way to beat OG. You got to outnumber them, because that's usually how they win games. And it will be the 20-minute runes. It looks like we might have a fight up here, but no, the Slark will back out. Well, they deny the bounty rune right in front of Abed. They will run back and get one other, but feels bad. You think you secured the bounty rune, and then you just get bouldered to the face into a deny.
Yep. It's going to be a 2-1 change.
No tail. Will get ruptured. Has the invis rune, though. Will just sit there, runs uphill, pops the heel. I love it. Get to the high ground. We'll just back up now. Ice, Ice, Ice going for the Aghanims. Only level 13. That dieback definitely doesn't feel good. Ice, Ice, Ice is like, oh, cool, we kind of won the fight, but I am going to be falling a little bit farther behind now.
Especially with the Ags Rush. I'm a huge proponent of some sort of mana regen item just so you can play lanes a little easier and always have the pool prepared to spam waves and then jungle, but...
You don't think the talent's enough? You need more than that?
That's true.
And you have CM Aura.
Yeah. All right. CM Aura. That'll push it up.
Gives him 5.5 mana regen between the two. That's nice. And with the clarity going, he's got 13.
That's true. And I mean, Ags is a huge power spike, to be fair. It's a extra lightning bolt every 2.5 seconds.
And it is annoying for heroes like Slark because it hits him in his ultimate.
Ooh, and there's the BKB on Ember, and it looks like they want to make something happen. They are smoked up right now behind this Ember. But Creep's getting drug away by these mud golems. No tail? What's his golems? Here we go. Oh, there's going to be the skewer plus the rupture. Thompson, he's in a lot of trouble. He is just going to go down here. Nice pickoff. And this should be the... Can they get the middle tower now? They have creeps coming. As you said, they've got to make something happen here. You've got to get some... Yeah. Kills are good, but you need to get objectives.
Yeah, whenever I look at Ana's net worth, it's like watching Hector playing Infamous, right? But I guess Ana was the one that probably started this trend. Whenever your net worth, it's like 3.5K, starts to grow in comparison to the enemy top farm. Like, it's just, you got to be favoring OG.
You see there, Thompson, 5-4 and 5 versus the 2-1 and 12 of Abed. He has been involved in quite a few kills, 14 of them. And you see the hero damage very equal.
Bloodseeker did take the attack speed and blood right damage talents.
What does that say?
Really?
Yeah, usually with Empower you can opt to skip damage-based talents.
Dude, I always get the health at 15. It's significant. I guess you already have 2K, but still.
Ooh, top. Seb's gonna stun in, misses another one, will get frozen, but there's the Yules we talked about. No. We'll just run, but knows the stun's used and TP's out. Nice presence of mind.
I just love watching Seb. Like, this is the game. If there was a game to get Blink later, this was it. And now you've had the pipe for a while so that you've been able to deal with effectively the Zeus. It cancels out Zeus ult. Like a whole round of spells for Zeus. And if you look at the Fnatic lineup, they need to win fights quickly. They want to capitalize on the RP, the Rupture, the Zeus ult, immediately find kills. OG, the longer you drag it out, they've got so much sustain and peel and save. The Slark, like the prototypical carry that gets stronger as the fight continues. I mean, this is it's just solid. A lot of other players, I think, just kind of blindly go Blink on initiators, and Seb loves the team fight. Yeah.
There's the static field damage going to be taken by Zeus, as well as the Sandstorm DPS, so a lot more DPS just in this. If they want to go for this middle tower and you're sitting in the Sandstorm, it hurts. Also, do you like this Morbid Mask on the Slark, BSJ, just so you can jungle quicker? Why does he have it?
Legitimately confused that he didn't go to 20% lifesteal on 15. I think in games like this where you have to man up on somebody, like most notably the Slark, usually the Bloodseeker, the lifesteal talent is really nice. But so when he went for the 30 attack speed, I kind of questioned it, and now I see when you have the Satanic, it makes a lot of sense. It makes you be able to stay in fights longer, which means you can hit people more, which means you get more essence shift, which means go Slark.
And Sav, he is just going to get brought down here. Maybe not. Yule's into there. Will dodge the blood right. Stuns over into the jungle. Sleight of Fist, we'll see. He bounced on over. There's Abed. There's DJ. Skewers him up on the hill and takes the kill. Seb does go down.
For what, though?
For space.
I mean...
Oh, it's level 20, man.
I'm saying for Fnatic. What do they accomplish by killing him? Just yet another fruitless kill is all I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah. I mean, you did say your biggest gripe with the lineup was the lack of tower push. We can already see it coming into play. OG, 25 minutes approaching. They've still got 2 tier 1s active. And whenever you have a Slark, it's similar to a Tinker in the sense that I feel like you need to kill their tier 1s because otherwise, like, they eat your map and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, they eat a specific part of the, or amount of the map, and if you don't have the tier 1s, that amount of the map is about half of what you have.
Yeah.
And look at that.
That's a good look on that. That's about the look on my face if I was playing against Ana, I think.
And that Midas efficiency, 91%. I'm going to be honest.
Is that good?
It is, well, you know, I'm a 99 to 100 guy, but compared to a lot of, we saw Ramses had a 76% efficiency. So I'd say 91%.
That's because they're fighting like
damn
90% of the time in the
Dude, I haven't seen
CIS
VP
region.
play. What happened to them?
We have not seen any other games. So.
Yeah, we have been. I was watching a little bit. They did beat Infamous in game number 1 of their series, which is going on right now.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the Infamous pick CK there, another phase Midas hero. So I was curious to see how that one played out.
No Radiance.
Yeah, no Radiance on CK. Unless you're really feeling it, you know?
Ooh, almost a Maelstrom now on the Ember. Level 20 as well. We're only 25 minutes in, but we have a lot of heroes getting to this 20 mark already. And by that I mean 2.
Is that just like new Dota, or is that this specific game? I guess, well, Ana's huge. He's got a Midas. He's been farming the map. And then you have an Empower bot following Bloodseeker Emperor. So it makes sense.
Then we got S
He's
and Y
already-
Satanic
Yeah,
at
he has
26 minutes in.
What
This feels very hard to... It's nigh impossible to kill him right now, it feels like.
What's Thompson got? He just finished BKB. In addition to the Veiled Double Ray, he's so tanky. How are you going to kill anything as Fnatic? We just discussed that they need fast fights. They need to...
Well, we might find out here. They're going to roll forth. Ana will try to just run in at him. They're going to go for Ice first. Here's the big team fight. Bloodright will go, but it doesn't hit anyone because the BKBs are there. Abed just trying to run away. DJ on the backside just getting beat up by this Slark. Dubu goes down as well. They're trying to get out of it. He doesn't have his ulti. He just leaps away because they can't lock him down, but he might make it. There's a nice Yules in the air helping the Slark get out of there. Seb gets another stun up, and Abed, he's looking for this kill. Can they find it? It doesn't. Looks like it. They're trying to bring him down, and they just can't. The Bloodright, he leaps out of it.
Oh.
And now Jazz is just getting hit. There's going to be the roll. They just can't bring him down.
That's so cool. So when Slark gets banished, the Bloodseeker loses all of the move speed.
It's not over yet. Seb's coming in. He gets his Sandstorm. He gets his ulti up. There's going to be the Yules. He's still in Sandstorm. And guess what? Give me that permanent agility. Thank you, says the Slark.
That's just
Might
it.
stop cooldown, though.
You remember what
The
I said the
efficiency.
counter to Bloodseeker was for Slark instead of Tranquil Boots?
What?
The salve. No-Tail salved Ana there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
He
Running
salved,
away.
he
Yeah,
salved
was-
Ana, and then Ana lived with like 100 health. He salved him and lasted for like 2 seconds, but it was actually the difference.
This is like...
That was insane. It
OG
makes it's game-changing to
There's no,
salve him.
There's no player like Ana, honestly, and there's no player that activates the way
Oh,
OG.
no,
Wait, what
Ice
the
just getting
what?
run at right now. And look at that. He pops the Satanic, gets full health, just throws the ulti out, and whoa, they're going to turn it around. There goes Jebs. That's a 5-times killing spree for the Slark. Now they're just going to go for the racks, get to the Nimbus.
He had effectively, I think, 7,000 health on Slark last fight. Is there a damage taken stat in this fights? Do you know?
like get a Dota Underlords little sidebar up?
Yeah, like how much he took? No, there isn't, right? Yeah, because in that
Dude.
one fight, he went all the way down to 0, Satanic up, and then went all the way down to 0 and survived through damage while he's healing. I don't know, it's insane.
It used to be Miracle, but I think, and Arteezy to an extent, but I think no player is better than Ana at like within fights, like fighting versus running, right? So here he is, he's low, he pops his Satanic early, has the ultimate active as well, actually overlapped it, gets skewed all the way to the left, so you're like, okay, he's dead for sure, but he's still fighting, and he forces DJ away. This is a form of damage reduction, right? Because now DJ, he's not auto-attacking whatsoever.
Salve.
Yep, hang on, he's gonna continue to run. Yule's like, his team just doing so much to keep him alive, right? There's the salve.
Right there.
Yeah, and he just mans up on Abed and actually kills him as then he leaps again away from the Bloodright. The defensive disrupt.
Here we go, though. Seb is kind of found out alone here. They are taking Roshan. And Seb, he just stuns down. And guess what? They know the rest of the team's there because they just took Roche.
I want to, like, listen in to OG sometimes. I don't know how much of this is, like, communication and how much is just intuitive.
Knowing what their teammates are
Yeah,
doing.
like, I guess at the end of the day, the concept is simple, right? Just keep Ana alive.
You saw Ana go in, by the way, after Pact was over, and he just trusted his Earth Spirit to silence the mag, blinked in and got silenced by Earth Spirit. That was pretty insane. But that was the start of the fight.
What the? He's just
diving in. He has the Satanic, has the Aegis now. They get a nice stun from Seb. There goes Abed. Can't even leap out. And it feels like this is just going to be a easy set of racks top here. DJ will skewer back to the fountain, but Anna's camping him.
Dude. He's just going to... I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss for words, honestly. What is it with the... How do you just show up at TI and do this?
He's been playing party queue. He's preparing all year for this.
It's counter to everything. Like he went on vacation for 6 months.
That's why. Healthy mind, my friend. There's going to be the other melee racks. We're going to go for the range racks now as well. Bottom lane still has a tier 2 up. Yep. Look at that. 14 at 3 and 5. 20k hero damage. 800 gold per minute on the Slark. He is having a great game.
Dude, but it's not just Ana. Like, it reminds me of Miracle back at TI7. Like, these players would not be the same. Like, before he was picked up by OG again, before they won TI last year, Ana was, like, swapping roles because he wasn't able to find a team.
Yeah.
Like, this only works. It's a team game, and I feel like no team exemplifies it more like OG, yeah.
And we saw in the last fight, right? The healing salve, Seb with the Yules into the stun. They know exactly what needs to be done.
Just so much trust.
You realize the Slark had to run while ruptured into the middle of 3 heroes to trust his Earth Spirit to get the silence off. That's what I mean by trust. Like, that's insane.
They are coming in to try to help him out. He only takes about 50% life now. Abed, will he be able to make it out? Looks like he will. Thompson rolls on uphill. Ice just getting run at elsewhere. They're heading back, and everything's just split up right now. They're just going to dive. Dubu's going to be the first one to finally go down. Thompson's still running. They are just actually playing around the Radiant Fountain right now. You see the Slark's pinging it out like, let's go. And he is.
He's playing to win, baby.
And there's going to be a smoke. They actually want to chase him right now. Seb running, has a Yules. Doesn't pop it, though. Goes back to middle. It is a 4v4 fight. No Crystal Maiden, no Shadow Demon. Tier 2 still stands, but it looks like they finally will bring it down bottom.
I like the way, again, just show the items real fast. Just the casual bracers on all the heroes I love. The skill, it's just so good. Everything they're doing is so good. They have so much survivability on all of their heroes that it's impossible to play and win fights the way that they need to, which is to burst down a hero, find the next kill, and then be able to chase for more with the Bloodseeker's speed. Like, they have so much reach with their 2 cores, but if they can't find the first kill, then they can't abuse their ability to find, like, exit kills, you know? It's similar whenever you see, like, a team playing with Disruptor, right? If you're on the back foot, the hero looks worthless. However, if you get that first kill, you're starting to win the fight, it's always easy to find one more. And Ana's going to hit 25 by like 34 minutes.
Whoa. Hero damage done. Zeus still on top. Obviously a ton of magic damage. But this Slark reigns supreme on the physical.
Already sold his minus. That's okay. Locked himself in above 90%, hopefully.
And well, doesn't look like they want to commit quite yet. They know, obviously, if you get like an RP skewer into a blood right, it hurts. Just don't risk it.
Yeah, it's just uphill battle for Fnatic for sure. They really didn't play too poorly. Just one fight. It feels like a lot of OG games just come down to the one fight.
Yep.
It's the way they play the map, though, right? In the drafts they have, that they set themselves up to only have to win one fight.
And not just, again, look at their towers.
Yep.
You made this point at the start of the game, BSJ. You're kind of giving OG at least half the map when you don't kill their tier 1, specifically that tier 1 mid.
Silence coming out. Slark eats it. Does have to pop the Satanic. Fully heals, though still has the ultimate.
The Rupture's already out because of that statue.
Magic damage there. DJ get a hit 2 on that. Doesn't get the banish off in time. A big ulti coming out from Dubu. No Tail's gonna die. Has to buy back immediately. We will see on the backside. Dubu is just getting swung at. Ana is back in there. Doesn't really have much more abilities. Is gonna have to just run away here. Can they try to clean him up on the backside? There's the Ember. Abed's looking. Jabs. So low, though. Thompson goes for the kill, but a nice cancel from Ice Lightning Bolt. And oh no, they've got him leech out. It's going to be Abed going down. And it looked like they might have been able to turn it, but you're so far ahead right now.
Yeah, I knew they were up by 20K, but how the hell did they win that fight on OG? It just looked like a lost fight from the very beginning after the 2-man RP skewer into the base. Ana basically was at 25% health without hitting a single hero. He is controlled up by chain, silence, everything. Instead, he just